I already fucked up as soon as I started. That's great. Let's go, everyone. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Welcome to the Casually Chelsea show. Up the fucking Chelsea, up the Blues, all that fun stuff. Welcome. Come on in. Enjoy. Sit back. Relax. We got a good show for you guys over here on Casually FC. If you're new to Casually FC, subscribe to the show or subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you are already returning, you know, go ahead and hit that like button. Or if you just tuned in and joined us, just discovered this show, then tune in as well and, you know, hit that like button as well. But I will also say, if you're a member, please be sure to use those emojis. If you're not a member, please consider it. There's 4 different tiers starting at 99p. Check out the links to the description for more content, including my own content, everyone else's channels on here, as well as be sure to check out the comment section. Leave a comment, hype up the video, all that fun stuff. And yeah, I mean, I guess the first thing I'm going to start off with is, Chris, you didn't see it, but
no.
I'm going to put this in passing because
I
need the praises. I need the apologies to be just as loud as the roasting, okay? Because, and Chris, you're a culprit of this too.
I'm a culprit.
Yes, because last 2 seasons, particularly last season, I was roasted and dragged through the coals by the #1 culprit of this, Latimus Prime. Okay? Dragged through the coals about how clear Donnarumma is of Sanchez. And today, once again, no, you know what it is, Chris? This is going to go on until I finally get my just desserts. I get my just desserts. Because you don't get to just drag me through the coals and then when you're proven wrong, you're just like, oh, okay. You don't know. No, that's not how this works. I am vindictive. I am vengeful. And I'm not going to blame Donnarumma for the first goal. I mean, maybe a little. Obviously, the defense plays their part too. I don't know if you saw the highlights, Chris, but Donnarumma got howler for the last 2 goals. I'll even say that. This guy's not that great. Better shot stopper than Sanchez. Like I always said, that was never a hot take, but everything else, I'm pretty sure Sanchez is better at. So, it's a very shitty display by Donnarumma. And this is this thing that happens. Like, Donnarumma does this more often than people like to believe, but it never makes the highlight reel. This time it made the highlight reel. So, Chris, what were you saying?
What was I saying? What do you mean?
No, I thought you were saying stuff in between.
I was saying to Andrew, is he telling the truth with the 2 goals?
The first one, not the first one. The Kai Havertz one, he should have done better.
Okay.
The other 2, it was 1-on-1s. You know what I mean? It was. Couldn't really do much. He couldn't do much about it whatsoever. So.
Yeah, you can't blame him keeping a 1v1 really.
Well, what I will, Chris, when you watch it,
what I will say is, while you may take apart Donnarumma's game, I think Chris will agree with me by saying, I will not sit here and have any propaganda for Robert Sanchez.
Oh no, I'm not trying to say Robert Sanchez is world class and the best, but
I would, if your critique of Donnarumma is fair, I wouldn't then go, oh, but I think
I understand.
Robert Sanchez is. I would just not have Robert Sanchez in the conversation because that's what you do. That's where you'll lose people.
Yeah.
If it's just, I told you about Donnarumma, then that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But then when you go, oh, but against Robert Sanchez, it's not that. No.
So the thing is, and this is a hard pill for people to swallow, because we grew up on like world class keepers, Van der Sar, Czech. Who else was?
Casillas, Neuer, Buffon.
Casillas, Neuer. I mean, in the league itself. I mean, do you want to put Alumnia in that category? It was really.
I watched all these keepers. I loved watching.
Like there was good keepers back in the day, and now the keepers now are just shit. So when Prime comes into this channel, like he does late at the end, tail end, and then berates me about how I think Sanchez is top 5 keepers in the league, the bar is in hell. The only clear keepers, the only keepers that are clear of Sanchez are Raya and Allison.
Allison's on a decline, but yeah.
The rest of them, they're very mid, and that's Sanchez included.
I mean,
maybe Trafford is better. I don't know.
I like Leno at one point. I thought he's still pretty good. I haven't.
But I don't think he's better than.
I think Lehman. I think
Lehman's pretty good.
Oh, Lehman's a good shout. Actually, that's a good shout.
Yeah.
I think when Suzuki signs for Aston Villa, he'll be better than Sanchez.
But I was referring to last season.
I think Martin is better than Sanchez.
And
top 5.
We like him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. As long as
Sanchez
as long as
has
I don't hear this,
I would say.
I think
what's up?
I think Sanchez could have that conversation, maybe.
The Sunderland goalkeeper's better than Sanchez.
Okay, now we're just being mean now.
No, we're not. We're being actively.
I can't back that, but I believe Andrew, maybe.
He's better than Sanchez.
Okay.
Petrovic is a solid keeper fair as well. I think
he's not better than Sanchez though. Last season, I'm referring to last season. When you look at last season,
I can't back it like that enough.
Sanchez was rubbish last season. Absolute rubbish.
He was good up until January.
No, he just wasn't punished. That's you guys.
I think his shot stopping.
That's the same thing that happens to Donnarumma though. And people were saying, "Oh, Donnarumma was world class."
I have this all the time. I do this all the time. I don't count his shot stopping because goalkeepers, that's what they're there for. Okay, should be a shot stop, right? But he just wasn't punished. That's the problem. You guys don't, because he wasn't punished for it. Oh, he's playing well. No, he's just punished. That's the thing.
In the preseason game, he played
just to know where you stand on this, Andrew. Where do you think Donnarumma is then? Last season, Donnarumma
last season, I think he was like a solid 6.57 out of 10 for the season.
Yeah.
Okay. I just think it's the same argument for Donnarumma. He doesn't get punished.
That's fine. Can't make mistakes.
That's fine, but what I can't. It's the same thing. It's like how many seasons now? Sanchez been what? 3 seasons, and the fact
is it just a kick him for you?
We still talk about it.
No, it's just like it's just it happens all the time. He's a bozo. Remember, everyone was rating how good he was playing. And then that semi-final against Arsenal, he gifts them 2 goals in the semi-final first leg. But that's the problem. It's like, are you, Chris, can I be honest? Are you 100% confident in Sanchez ever in a game?
I'm not 100% confident. I can't say that. And I think, Master just said no.
That's a problem, isn't it?
No, I missed like when we had Courtois, Czech. Like, we was always 100% confident then.
But whatever. Whoever the goalkeeper is, you shouldn't be going, ooh. And then you see it when he does make a mistake on the pitch. Our guys don't want to pass back to him. We've seen it. How many times have we seen it? Several times. Our shit defenders don't want to pass back to the goalkeeper last season. Remember that? So, we can't do it. No, I'd rather go and do a dribble up into midfield or something like pass it back.
I'm excited to see what Penders does this season. But what I really want this season from Xabi Alonso is no more reliance on passing out the back. Mitigate the weaknesses from Sanchez.
I wish we could.
And we'll have just a dandy season. And then next season, maybe Penders finally takes over that mantle, and we don't have to deal with Sanchez ever again.
I would have played Penders all preseason.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't play.
Well, he wasn't there for the whole preseason, right?
I would have played all preseason, all yesterday, and I would have gone, do you know what? I don't care how young we're going to throw you in. One game a week. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. You know what I mean?
But
Same with that
it's just...
kid. Same with that Lamens kid from that's at Man United. No one heard of Lamens before. Just throw him in like that.
Yeah. I guess for me, my pettiness comes into play because the amount of times I just got roasted for not thinking Donnarumma was world class and not thinking Donnarumma was a
I think I kept saying he's elite level.
From
because I don't think I ever called him world class.
Like this is what happened last year. This is exactly why this happened, because I was presented with the scenario of, okay, if you went from Sanchez to Magnan, would you be good with that? Yes, 100%. I would take Magnan over Sanchez any day. Donnarumma, I don't think it's worth it. I think it's a sideways move.
I would have took it
for improved shot stopping.
Different.
You know, and now we're seeing why I said what I said. But regardless, we digress. That's the interest of the show, ladies and gents. That's how we're starting off. I'm just angry at everyone that roasted me for Donnarumma. So. Hey, I'll take the apologies on Donnarumma as they come in, all right? Big up to every single one of you. Let the Semenyo one, time will tell. That one I got cooked for. I can't lie. That was a bad take on me, and I've already stood on that bad take for a while now. But speaking of bad takes, let's start off with the first segment of today's show, which is more VAR changes. So it's a bit of a rumor, kind of. I mean, sort of a rumor. I don't know if it's going to be official yet, but there's apparently some changes being made to VAR that UEFA want to make. So UEFA want to change the way VAR is used across European football. The governing body is launching a clear line, quote unquote, clear line, a new platform featuring more than 150 refereeing scenarios aimed at creating greater consistency in decisions. Bullet points here. VAR should only intervene for clear and obvious errors. Again, we go back to this situation of what's a clear and obvious error. Second point, no more interventions for microscopic incidents. Third point, the on-field referee must return to being the main decision maker. Fourth point, UEFA's approach is very different to the way FIFA used VAR at the last World Cup. VAR does not referee the match. It's only there for clear situations and obvious errors. And this is all coming from L'Equipe. Now, here's the thing with this. In my opinion, I don't think VAR intervened or was refereeing matches that much in the World Cup. I think they were essentially doing their job, right? Where, like, if the referee makes an error, then VAR intervenes. The rules of if it's an error leading to a goal, then VAR can referee. If it's an error that doesn't lead to a goal, VAR can't do anything. Like, I don't think VAR was misused necessarily in the World Cup. The way this is being worded, I don't see much of a difference between how they want to use VAR in this instance versus how it's used in the World Cup. I mean, this one for sure. I mean, no more interventions or microscopic incidents. I mean, does that mean that little stomp the Egyptian had on Paredes is not going to count or is not going to be intervened anymore? Like, is that a microscopic, incident?
Who determines?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Who determines it? And this is the same thing. This hasn't changed one bit. VAR only intervenes in clear and obvious errors.
That's what I thought.
The issue I have is that VAR is in most leagues, but not everyone has the same rules when using it, right? There should be blanket. If you have VAR, there should be a blanket set of rules from VAR, and if you have it in your league, you should follow. Every league should follow the same rules. Like that. It should be like that. Whatever, even like the same rules, like, I hate it, but the handball rule in Europe is different than other leagues. Do you know what I mean? Like when they put like the Champions League handball rules are different than our league, for example, right?
Yeah.
Like in terms of the leniency, and then they give a handball. But it should be blanket rules. It's the same game. I don't get this why a different league has different. Like we have a different VAR rules than the French league or the Italian league or the Spanish league. Should be all blanket. We're under the same UEFA thing, so it should be all blanket VAR rules like that. And then if you don't want to do it, then don't have VAR in your league. You know what I mean? That's what it should.
Yeah. Like, I don't feel there's a difference really in this. Like, the on-field referee must return to being the main decision maker. As far as I'm aware, they're still the main decision maker.
Well,
when they get called to screen,
yeah. I mean, it's still the decision. I mean, we saw it, I think, Was it in the World Cup where one of the refs, when everyone thought it was going to be given, and they went to the screen and the ref overruled it or something like that? Like, so it really is up to the ref to decide. Some of the decisions you question why didn't they give it right away, but some of them, like penalties, you're not too sure. So
yeah, the one that sticks to me that, and even then the referee had the main decision. You remember last season with the last minute header, West Ham, Arsenal, the really controversial one.
That was
Kavanaugh's decision from the beginning.
Yeah, it was his foul, but they got it spot on. Because even if you didn't believe the first one was a foul, there was an actual foul in the build up to it, so it would have been given as a foul anyway. That West Ham got, so it was never going to be given as a goal. So
what are we doing? We're bigging up community shields now. We're bigging up community shields.
Was that Arsenal's like 19th, 18th? I don't know.
I don't know. Who cares? No one keeps count of that. It's a one-off friendly. Arsenal, seriously.
You know what's funny? Like, if they actually do celebrate that and then laugh at Chelsea for like being happy about the Club World Cup, wasn't major against all the biggest teams who's in Europe or whatever, and you get like 100 million for winning it.
He's riling me.
But yeah, that's laughed at.
Yep.
Anyway. But, I
mean, you laugh at us for our Club World Cup, which is an actual knockout tournament, but you wanna flaunt around your little community plate, your silver buffet plate meal. All right, dinner plate. Yeah, exactly, dinner plate.
I pray that never classes a major trophy, because if that does, ever does, then Arsenal fans got a big stat pad on major.
Just like a Super Cup is not a major trophy, but you gotta,
Super Cup is recognized.
Yeah, it's recognized because you have to reach it's Europa League winners versus Champions League winner, right?
Yeah, I mean if you actually go to the FA, I think Lewis tweeted out something earlier today. It's not recognised at all, the Community Shield. I mean, before it went to penalties, you could share it. There were teams that actually shared the Community Shield when it ended in a draw before it went to penalties. So, and also remember if one team wins the double, so that's the league and the FA Cup, the second place team who finished in the league gets to play in that game.
It's a nothing trophy.
Oh, it's not major, but it's counted as a competitive
TJ, you know
trophy,
it's a nothing trophy. You're just trying to troll me.
Don't count as a competitive game.
It'll count as a what?
The Super Cup.
Oh, Super Cup. Sorry, Super Cup is. Because you get the winners of the Europa League and the Champions League. You don't get not one team can win both cups. You don't get a runners-up to go there. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those.
It is a charity match after all. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's a charity match.
Okay, well, since we're done talking about nice.
That's the Enzo apology for what?
I don't know. We'll get to that eventually, but
you have to tell
we're
me
talking about
Enzo. Which Enzo?
Which Enzo? You gotta specify now. Yeah, which Enzo?
Which Enzo? And what am I apologizing for?
Oh, you have to apologize.
I don't know. None of us owe no one an apology except for the Donnarumma Glazers owe me an apology. But that's besides the point. I'm already past that.
Oh, yeah?
Let's go ahead and talk about FIFA, because I said I wanted to discuss this last time, but there's a lot going on with FIFA and the whole fiasco that's blowing up in Infantino's face. I find this to be quite amusing. But yeah, let's pull up the first tweet in regards to this. I got a lot of reading to do, so bear with me here, people. Let's go ahead and start off with this first one. So, over the course of the last 2 weeks, we've had a few updates on what's going on. Let me get you guys up to speed. The Athletic reporting this headline here. Over the coming days and weeks, we will discover whether Infantino has the stomach for a prolonged fight. As the pressure grew in recent days, there is no impression internally that he was contemplating resignation. Instead, his discussions were about how he would backtrack from his clandestine plot while maintaining his position as FIFA president, but he is struggling for credibility. All right. That was one of the little headlines going into his article. Another article here. Another one actually kind of damning if it's true. U.S. host cities for the 2026 World Cup are chasing FIFA for millions of dollars they believe they were promised by soccer's governing body, which have so far gone unpaid. Wow. So that's not good. Before the Club World Cup in 2025 held in the U.S., FIFA President Infantino announced that FIFA would take a contribution of $1 million to each of the 11 cities across the country who were hosting matches during the club tournament. After Infantino's announcement, the U.S. cities scheduled to host games in 2026 asked if they would receive the same $1 million contribution for the more substantial and costly role of hosting multiple games across 39 days during the World Cup. According to 4 executives at U.S. host cities committees, all of whom asked to remain anonymous to protect relationships, FIFA management repeatedly assured the cities they would receive the same $1 million contribution towards legacy, despite no public statement over being made by the organization. So money owed to host cities from FIFA that has gone unpaid still. Gianni Infantino is set to hold a meeting with senior figures in the Trump administration as he seeks support to continue at FIFA. Infantino has already been calling the federation for public support as pressure grows for him to resign. Now, UEFA had a letter to Gianni Infantino. It's quite a lengthy one. I'm not going to read it all. You can read it. I'm sure you can understand what they're saying. They want him to resign, right? Breaking. The English FA are set to send a letter making it clear they no longer support Gianni Infantino. The FA, along with a bunch of other people, also putting in letters to Infantino to step down. Arsene Wenger's statement to Gianni Infantino failed FIFA Federation, whatever it was called, enterprises plans. The recent events at FIFA deserve some clarity from my side. At FIFA, I am the chief of global football development. Together with my team, I oversee data analysis of the game, the FIFA Online Training Center, the development of youth education through 60 academies across 60 countries where they are most needed in youth competitions around the world. In addition, I am technical advisor to IFAB. I was not involved in the strategic plan and first became aware of the project through media reports. The decision to withdraw this project was absolutely necessary and beyond question because I firmly believe in an independent FIFA that serves our game with commitment, transparency, and integrity. Continuing on, former FIFA presidential candidate Prince Ali bin Al Hussein has accused World Football's governing body of trying to blackmail the Jordanian Football Association into supporting Gianni Infantino's bid for re-election as FIFA boss. In a scathing post on his X feed on Tuesday, Prince Ali, the JFA president, wrote that the organization has asked for its assistance with 3 separate issues this year, but was told he needs to endorse Infantino first. Gianni Infantino is set to have an emergency meeting in Morocco with some of his senior staff. The FIFA president has been lobbying member associations to back him, with Asia in particular viewed as a key battleground. This sounds like a presidential election. Jesus, well, it is technically like a global election going on right now. Yet the Jordanian president alleged of the tactics to win votes amounts to blackmail. FIFA General Secretary Matthias Grafstrom and Arsene Wenger have both spoken out today on Infantino's forward enterprise plans. Infantino faces a battle to get even more of his allies on his side. Sources say hold on, let me just find my place here. Sources say he is trying to establish whether he can retain 106 plus votes before determining the next step. Several federations have asked for time to decide, while the Swiss FA say they want personal exchange before taking a position. Other federations, including the English and Welsh FAs, there you go, Chris, have removed support, but Infantino began the 200 plus endorsement before the FIFA World Cup. According to FIFA sources, there are also some from Europe pushing for not just the removal of Infantino, but a switch from a FIFA president to a FIFA chair as part of a new leadership committee with more checks and balances. FIFA released a statement claiming Gianni Infantino has not promised the 2026 World Cup to Morocco. It is a false and misleading claim that the FIFA president has made any promise in relation to hosting the FIFA World Cup in 2030. Final decision will be made by FIFA in due course. However, multiple Royal Moroccan Football Federation's sources have confirmed to TalkSport that talks with Infantino over staging the World Cup final in Casablanca have taken place. Spain hoped to stage the final. Portugal FA declined to comment when approached. More on this. Hold on. Chief Mateus tells the staff that individuals' unfortunate episodes come and go as pressure mounts on Gianni Infantino, adds sad and reproachable series of events, thankfully concluding with FFE project permanently abandoned. As reports The Athletic on Saturday, Club World Cup for 2029 doesn't currently exist. No club agreement for participation, no host country, no review of 2025 taking place, no payment of 250 million solidarity. Therefore, a bargaining chip in current wars. You know what that means, guys? We are the only team to have won the new format of Club World Cup, and maybe will remain the only team to ever be able to do it. So I'm going to give myself a round of applause for that. Chelsea fans. There you go. So yeah, Chelsea, the greatest. We won a tournament that no longer exists, and it only existed once. Luis Figo calls for Gianni Infantino's resignation. He had a whole lot to say about that as well. This is the whole tweet. You can see it on Luis Figo's, Infantino out. You can see the whole thing on Luis Figo's Twitter. And then UEFA is considering launching an investigation into Gianni Infantino's conduct throughout the 16 years at the organization. Telegraph revealed a woman received a six-figure sum after an alleged incident involving Infantino during his time at UEFA. Just a lot. This is getting messy, essentially. It's just a lot of shit coming out about Infantino. And hey, I'm all for it. Get him gone. I think he's absolutely the most corrupt person I've seen. No, he's still fighting. I think
he resigned.
He didn't resign. Did he resign, Server? I'm not aware.
I don't know. I thought he did.
No, they're trying to get him to resign.
It's time to leave.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree. I mean, I got the clip right here for you, man. It's
time to go!
He's a corrupt piece of shit.
Just heard it there. He has 106 votes of confidence.
Say that again, sir. It's hard to hear you.
He doesn't have to leave. Because if he gets 106 votes, as you said, then he doesn't. That's votes of confidence. He doesn't. That's over 50% of what he needs.
It's a lot of wind.
Can you guys hear, Server? Is it just me?
There's a lot of wind, and it sounds like he's far away. I would say. I'm not sure.
I just hear the wind.
Hear me now?
Mainly the wind.
I just hear the wind mostly.
Hello.
I can hear you. It's just the wind's overpowering you.
The wind's getting stronger.
Is that
Are
better?
you outside? Yeah,
Yes.
that's a lot better.
That fixed it.
No, I had a fan right beside me. That was it.
Oh, okay. The fan was
Right
overtaking
beside,
your
probably right
mic.
beside the right beside the microphone. So that's probably why.
That's probably why.
I was saying he doesn't have to leave because, like you said, he just needs 106 votes of confidence, and that's over 50%. I think it's like 211 votes and everything. Wow. So he just needs 106, and he's fine. So
still a lot of votes.
It's still a lot of votes, but when you are able to promise / bribe, like say giving Morocco the World Cup final, although it's pretty harsh in Spain who are hosting most of the games anyway during that time. So it's one of those. But and also, so what if he goes? This guy was supposed to be better than Sepp Blatter, who's a crook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So whoever steps in is just going to be another crook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all that happens. It's just, and like UEFA trying to be like, they're like the good guys. I mean, UEFA, Christ almighty.
Oh, yeah, they're corrupt as well. Yeah, let's not even get started on them. I think, if anything, that I'm being hopeful for in this is that I know it is one of those cases of the pot calling the kettle black, and the corruption's always going to be there. It's not going to go away. It is what it is, right? I would hope for that comes out of this, if it all goes to plan and Infantino has to be forced to step down and such. What I hope happens is that it sets the precedent for the next person to say, listen, we understand there's a level of corruption going on, but it can never be this egregious. Like, this is too much.
You know what it should be? It should be term limits. That's what it should be. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like, maybe like 4 or 8. Do you know what I mean? Like that. That's the maximum you can stay on. And then you can never be president of FIFA again.
Yeah.
Never. At all. So never again. and that's what I think it is. Or maybe 8's too long. Maybe 4's the right, or 5's the right number. Do you know what I mean? Like a 5-year stint, you know, or a new one comes in after every World Cup. So that's 4 years, right? It's 4 years. Do what you need to do, stuff like that, you know, and see what happens. But nothing's really going to change, you know.
No, of course not. But you know, one could hope. It is starting to get bad now. Now they're investing. I mean, bad in the sense of like they're doing everything Infantino doesn't want them to do, which is now even leading to investigation of his conduct in the last 16 years. Anything he's had accusations of and stuff like that. Like they're really trying to get this guy gone. So I hope it happens.
Yeah, all it needs is like a whistleblower to do something like with a Sepp Blatter case. Do you know what I mean? Just something like that, you know, and then all the breadcrumbs lead to somewhere, and then you get the next bozo. Because remember, this Infantino was at UEFA before he was FIFA.
Yeah,
you know that, right? He was like, I don't know if he was the main dude at FIFA, because what was supposed to happen, the succession line was supposed to be Platini. Because Platini was head of UEFA. Yeah. And he was supposed to be after Blatter, but he got caught up in all the Blatter stuff. So he then couldn't, and Infantino stepped in.
Yeah, I didn't know that part. I didn't know. Yeah. I didn't know that Platini got caught up in the Sepp Blatter shit.
Yes.
Wow. Well, there you go. That explains why. Because I was like, what happened to Platini? He just disappeared off the face of the earth. I thought he was like in power of sorts. Like, now I know. But with all that being said, I mean, Chris, do you want to add anything to all this, or you're good to just move on to some quick Strasbourg stuff? Okay. Just quickly, ladies and gents, chat, all that. Also, I just noticed I put a vertical video out there. I did not mean to do that. This is normally just a horizontal video. So if you are on the vertical and you're a normal here, then just by normal, I mean you're constantly here at the show. Go ahead and just look for the regular version of the show. You'll see it. So the next segment I wanted to move on to is just really quickly on Strasbourg. So there's been a bit of an update on Strasbourg just to really get everything all here together and move quickly through this because there's not really much to discuss on Strasbourg, but figured some people are a little interested in our sister club. So from August 12th, Ipswich reached an agreement in principle to sign Julian Enciso from Strasbourg, move driven by Gary O'Neill, while Enciso spent 6 months on loan to Portsmouth at Portsmouth Road in 2025. Also, I mean, kind of it's funny because we promised him Chelsea after this and not gonna happen. So breaking PSG Academy graduate Ermin Malonga, 18-year-old center back, has agreed to join Strasbourg after his proposed move to Man City collapsed over last-minute disagreements. The French U17 international will sign his first professional contract, a 5-year deal with Strasbourg. He reportedly turned down 2 others, choosing Racing Project to continue his development under Hugo Oliveira. Deal expected to be officially announced soon. So a player from the French academy in PSG. Then we're hearing news about Diego Moreira, who's potentially going to leave Strasbourg as well. Diego Moreira has reached a verbal agreement with Red Bull Leipzig over an immediate move with the contract until 2031. The 22-year-old promising left winger is currently right back's Red Bull's top priority to replace Jan Diomande. The clubs are in contact, but no active negotiations yet. Racing Strasbourg are asking 60 to 70 million euros, which Red Bull are not willing to pay, according to Philip Hines. So we'll see where this one goes. The latest on Strasbourg and Bluco are at a turning point in their transfer window strategy. They are forced to sell more to meet UEFA's criteria. Strasbourg financials are already positive, plus 42 million euro, with the sales of Valentin Barco and Emmanuel Omega to Chelsea for 60 million euros, and the imminent departures of Julian Enciso and Abdul Outara to Ipswich for 60 million euros, according to Cyril Olives. And to note, The following Strasbourg players are not available for selection against Newcastle United's friendly match. I wonder how Steve felt about this match. Strasbourg versus Newcastle, his two favorite teams clashing. Julio Enciso awaiting an official announcement from Ipswich. Otara awaiting an official announcement from Ipswich, I think, as well. I'm not entirely sure where he went. Milos Pitowski, Lucas Hosberg, Ermin Malonga, who still hasn't been announced yet, Maxi Oyedeli, Celia Decore, and Balde. Fabio Balde, a new player that Strasbourg just obtained. So look at this list for Strasbourg. Holy shit. And you see Jurgensen there. So many players. And then there's all these players that still haven't been announced as well. So they have a lot of business to do as well. I don't think their preseason has been going very well at all. So time will tell how the fans, when the season starts, react to Hugo Oliveira and all the changes that have been made to this team. Because this team has been completely stripped of all the players that it had before. What happened, Chris?
Newcastle's team stripped all you on about Strasbourg's because they're both probably.
That's also very true. I'm looking at.
I don't know who Newcastle got left. I'll be honest. They got Watermaid, I guess.
This is Jesus. This is their team against Strasbourg. Ewan Jowin, don't know who that is. That's their keeper. Fabian Scher, Alaji Bamba, Osula, Benzomana Torre, Jacob Murphy, I know that name. Joe Willock, Dan Byrne as captain.
Yeah.
Dylan Charlton, Jacob Ramsey, and Leo Shahar.
What's happened to Newcastle, man?
I don't know.
They had this great midfield, and a good attack. Gordon's is a great player for him. Isaac. I mean, we know what happened, I guess. Like, they got, ripped apart. But, the ownership is, mega rich. I just don't know how it happened. Can they even buy new players since they sold all these players, or just...
They can buy players. Newcastle, yeah. I just don't think they have, really, as far as I'm aware. I'm not. And they're still looking for something for Lewis Hall.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget, Lewis Hall is still linked to United.
Yeah, they need a left back, Man United desperately.
They drew Newcastle recently, so doing better, I think. Yeah, the Strasbourg contingency. Yeah, we'll see if they improve. I'm not. My hopes aren't very high for Strasbourg this season. This team has been absolutely.
Yeah, Chelsea could help Newcastle out with new players. Neto, 60 million.
Maybe if Neto doesn't go to a certain team,
30 million.
Which, that's other ones too. Let's quickly actually transition over and speak about the financial stuff on in regards to Chelsea, and then we'll move on to more fun matters. So, really quickly to just go over some of the stuff. Chelsea front of shirt sponsor.
Oh my god. How about Casually FC just sponsored it?
Brother, if I had money to sponsor Chelsea, if I had the $50 million a year that they asked, I wouldn't have this channel. I'd be doing other things. I'd be on to
do this for fun.
Much bigger projects than my small channel here. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I'm just being honest, Chris. We're being realistic. Okay. So we move. Last week's capture of Maxence Lacroix from Crystal Palace took Chelsea's spending on new players beyond 300 million. Now with Chavaria, that's probably like 320, 330 mil. And even if we remove fees paid for Giovanni Quenda, Emmanuel Mega, and Denner, if you guys remember, a trio signed previously but who only officially joined this summer, Chelsea's net spend is less than £10 million behind that of Tottenham, who are having their own summer of splurge. The imminent sale of Trevor Chalobah to Como will bring their net spend down further, and that's also a good point. It'll probably bring it down also with Disasi. And we just got a loan for Sapaev, Badiashile as well as another one. So yeah, that net spend will come down a bit. Also, another thing that I wanted to bring up, I think this is a little bit interesting. Begdadik Bali met with His Royal Highness Tunku Ismail and the CEO Luis Garcia ahead of Chelsea's friendly with Johor Darul Zazim. JDT, we'll call them that. JDT Bank. The trio discuss potential partnership ideas and ways Chelsea and JDT could work more closely together. Am I hearing another sister club in the making? Because that's what it sounds like to me. I'm just saying.
I mean,
take it with a pinch of salt, chat.
I'm not really bothered until we sorted our team still, but...
True, of course. Shakhtar Donetsk, another news in terms of finances. Shakhtar Donetsk want to play Champions League home games at Chelsea Stamford Bridge this season. Negotiations are ongoing according to Ukrainian sources. So more of this still happening. It's not off the table. It didn't disappear. It's back, and I'm reading about it. So this is potentially going to be a thing that happens next season, whether Chelsea fans like it or not. We're not playing in Europe. There's a way that we can make money whilst not playing in Europe. And we don't have a front of shirt sponsor, which kind of, is a little bit later in this segment. Another thing of interest, okay? This is a big one to keep an eye on, Chelsea fans. Mark Walter has expressed an interest in selling his minority stake in Chelsea. A person familiar with the matter said, according to the Wall Street Journal. Chelsea minority owner Mark Walter is reportedly under federal investigation over $21 billion in related party loans. As scrutiny around his business empire intensifies, Walter is understood to explore ways to raise capital. In addition to the sale of the Los Angeles Lakers for $12 billion, he also expressed an interest in selling his minority stake in Chelsea, according to the Wall Street Journal. So, listen, the short and the short of this is that I think Clear Lake are going to buy more of a majority share. You never know. It could be Bowley, but yeah, the consortium or the amount of people in the kitchen might reduce now because this man's leaving. Or he might sell it to a third party, which would mean, okay, no difference.
Guy?
No, that's Hasborg Weiss or whatever, or Heinsborg Weiss or whatever his name is. No matter. But Mark Walter's another one. So it was 4 people, Chris. It was Mark Walter, Weiss, Bowley, and Igbali/Feliciano together. So we'll see what happens. That's an interesting one. So Mark Walter will be out of the picture. We'll see who replaces him. And then lastly, on the front of shirt sponsor stuff, Chelsea have reached an agreement with FPT Corporation to continue lower tier sponsorship deal. The Vietnamese company will remain associated with the club despite earlier reports that the partnership has ended. So front of a sleeve sponsor. That leads me to this. An imminent announcement regarding a new front of shirt sponsor should not be expected. Unless there is a sudden breakthrough in negotiations, Chelsea are set to start the 4th season in a row without a front of shirt sponsor. Wow. Yeah.
Just end it. Like, we're not getting one.
It's ridiculous.
It's over.
It is ridiculous.
Bring back Samson, but,
Bring back anyone. Google at this point, like anything.
Nah, I wouldn't bring back 3.
What do you mean, nah? What position are you in, Chris, to say no to anyone?
I can easily say no. I just said no to 3.
Oh my God, this guy. Stay broke then, Chris. We're just going to stay broke.
I'm not getting that money. And clearly, Chelsea are still doing fine without a sponsor somehow, so...
I mean, you're not wrong, but money is better than no money. I'd take anything at this point. Well, almost anything. Right? I don't need fucking some sponsorship from Pornhub or something. That'd be less than ideal. Don't need that.
I don't think Pornhub is going to be sponsoring Chelsea.
The issue is what they want is too high. The club's not doing well. So no one's going to pay that high. Why don't they just take like yearly ones, like 30 million a year or something like that, and it just changes every year until we get more successful, and then you can sign a long-term contract. These guys are idiots when it comes to this. It doesn't make any sense that you can look at a product and go, oh yeah, well a sponsorship go, yeah, I'm going to put 60 million down a year on a team that's not doing well and they're not even in Europe this year. You know what I mean? It's so stupid.
Most inconsistent team as well.
Yeah, so stupid. Honestly.
It's not stable.
I
mean, what you said is bang on. Like, do a yearly thing, 30 million. Better than nothing. Do it
until you get sustained period of success, and then by in a couple of years' time, if you're doing well, you'll get the money coming in. That's what happened when we started winning. That's why we got Samsung. on our front shirts. You know what I mean? Because we were doing well.
I miss them.
We're not Manchester United, but we're like a brand that makes a shit ton of money still. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't work like that, you know.
Mm-hmm. By the way, Novchuk, I timed you out not because you're blue co out. I agree, blue co out, but something tells me you're a mutant. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh, was he talking about the we're going to go into administration bit?
Yeah. I know a certain user that likes to say that without context.
Yeah, without any evidence whatsoever.
Yeah, might be his 8th account.
They have
now,
evidence.
So
it's right in their head.
They have paranoid.
Like, they have proof.
Yeah, he is Marshall. Spot on. All right, well, there you go. Thank you, Admin, for backing me up. How is it hard for a club to get a front of shirt sponsor, bro? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not. I don't know. That's the thing. I'm sure they're aware of how much money they're leaving on the table. There's something going on where they don't deem this that big of a deal.
It's just bonkers.
And I would like to know what that is.
Yeah,
like, why?
I like to know, like, if someone offered 35, 40 million, I'd take it. If someone offered 30 million, I'd take it. Just say, okay, we'll take it for the year. That's all. We'll just take it for the year.
Okay, you know what? I was kind of cooking with that, but that's okay. I mean, I'd rather not be sponsored by a porn company, but I like the way you're thinking.
Money's money, hey?
It's money and it's exposure, sure. Not that kind of exposure, but you know what I mean?
I don't think it'd be allowed, but...
No, I don't think it'd be allowed. I don't know. Actually.
What do you mean you don't know? No way Pornhub could be on Chelsea in the Premier League for kids to see.
Yeah, you're right. No, they wouldn't have adult sites. Never mind.
Like, this ain't... Right. I don't know how they run it in the US, but in the UK, you're not having it.
As far as I'm aware, there's no US team or anything sponsored by an adult company like that. So, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Pels, I don't know. You just came in at a weird time. But
you know what's funny?
The weird time is we don't have a furniture sponsor.
I bought the first shirt about a sponsor because I thought it'd be a unique thing. You know, the one shirt about a sponsor. I was a member.
It was fun for one season. This is our fourth season
I thought,
now.
this is going to be rare. No sponsor. Now it's like, what, 5 seasons? I don't even know at this point. 4?
For all those limited shirts from that first season, like, ooh, rare, non-sponsored Chelsea kits. Yeah, the investment in that and the amount of money that could have, been raised as a result of how rare that shirt is. Yeah, that's all down the drain now. It's all down the drain. You're better off buying an NFT when those were popular. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you did pull up at a weird time, but yeah.
The last show I thought was last year's season. Yeah, Cole Palm. No.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Don't get me wrong. I kind of like the non-sponsored shirt.
It's
stuff,
better.
But I just hate that it hurts us financially, and then we get all these like, oh, but Chelsea need to buy to sell, and Chelsea are restricted by UEFA rules and all that. Even though it didn't happen this season. Say that again, Chris.
A Paramount sponsor. I like their ones.
Yeah, well,
I think we had talks about like one point.
That was blocked by the league because Paramount's not one of the
crazy
places where it shows.
I wanted Master Chief at the bridge
because over in the States it's showed by NBC, so that's why they wouldn't allow it. Which is I don't. Who cares? Do you know what I mean? You see different billboards show different shows from different streamers all the time.
Yeah.
On the sides and stuff like that. You see, look at this on Netflix or on, you even see stuff for Paramount being advertised on some of the boards, and stuff like that. It's just stupid.
No, it's 100%. It's frustrating, but what's more frustrating is that wasn't the end-all be-all, and they still can't find another sponsor.
It's not that. It's because they're asking for ridiculous amounts of money.
And that's the thing. They're asking ridiculous
money. What they're asking for. Their price is stupid. No one's got you don't do it for a brand that's not successful at the moment.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's enough with the Chelsea financials. If our ownership figures it out, hopefully they do, then maybe we'll get past this one day and we'll be a proper run club with a front and shirt sponsor at the beginning of every season. But till that happens, here we are, folks, once again, without it. And still no proposal for an improved stadium as well. So that's another one too.
That's different. That's different. That's
well, proposal at least, Andrew.
No, something. It's like they only put a proposal through if they know they can get guaranteed stuff. You know, if they've got already something in the pipeline that they know they bought the land. You know, they can do this, and then you're forgetting they've got to go through all the Chelsea pitch owner stuff and stuff like that. It's not the same as any other like stadium proposal. It's just madness. So
big up Prime.
Hey, it's Prime.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll see what happens with the whole front of shirt stuff. Like, time will tell. I'm sure we're gonna have a front of shirt at some point this season, but it won't be the beginning of the season.
You did a bet.
I have a feeling we'll do something.
You did a bet for that, right? For sponsor.
Did we make a bet for that?
You did with Ahmed, I think, and lost.
When?
Like, you would have a sponsor by December or January or whatever, and you had to buy Ahmed a T-shirt or a Chelsea shirt, I think.
I don't remember that.
How do you remember stuff like that? But not. How do you remember stuff like that, but not a conversation from 5 minutes ago?
Unless I made the story up in my head, but I'm very certain. I mean, we need Ahmed for this, but he's gone.
Me and Ahmed did have a bet, but I forget what it was.
Yeah, but it was for that.
It wasn't. It wasn't for a front of shirt, I don't think.
Yeah, it was. Because I am pretty sure he said, Marshall, we will not get shirt sponsored by December, whatever. And you said, yeah, we will, because like, look at this, like it's coming through the news, and
it's a good thing I start writing down these things because I've been forgetting. But I also did pay Ahmed for something. I forget what it was.
Yeah, a T-shirt, I think.
No, it was we weren't gonna win from here until the end of the season, and we ended up winning. Remember that bet I had with Ahmed?
That's not it. You did a second bet.
It's okay. We'll see.
We need Ahmed.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to now talking about Chelsea. So let's start preparing for next season. So two little tweets that I want to show in regards to next season. A little bit of a contrast here. So something that I found interesting that was mentioned in the Athletic some time ago from Simon Johnson was the mentality of last year. So a source told The Athletic that Rosinho's first team meeting, he spoke to players about how a lack of emotional maturity he spoke to players about how a lack of emotional immaturity. How they lack emotional maturity. Maybe that's what I meant to say. Rosinho highlighted that Chelsea could be on top in a match, but if something went against them, whether it was a refereeing decision or conceding an unfortunate goal, they would lose focus for the next 10 to 15 minutes and often lose. A key example was versus PSG, where Chelsea fell apart at the 74th minute after an error from the goalkeeper, and the constant red cards are another example. Well, as much as I agree with this, I think a bigger part of it, Rosinho, was the fact that you played freaking Jorgensen instead of just keeping Sanchez in there and just ruined the harmony of the squad by doing that. But we move. Now, in contrast, now we have Xabi Alonso. And I think Xabi Alonso is trying to eradicate that mentality. And it gives me a little hope about what's good to come in this coming season. Xabi Alonso had the following to say yesterday. I'm very confident, I'm optimistic, and I believe we're going to have a very good season. Now is the time to prepare, the time to work, and the time to be smart in many different aspects. More importantly, we may keep believing both within the squad and among our supporters here at Stamford Bridge, who will play a vital role throughout the season. He had a bunch of other things to say as well, but I guess going into next season, and I know Wednesday I'm going to be doing the predictions with everyone, whoever's going to be joining the show. Be sure to tune in on that as well. We'll be doing the predictions. We're reacting to predictions from last year and then making new predictions for this upcoming year. Even though I know the transfer window's not closed yet, and it does change a lot of things considering where Enzo may go with Man City and all that stuff. However, YouTube loves to talk about predictions this time of the year. rather than at the end of the transfer window. But that being said, I guess I'll start with you, Surfer. Yesterday, we had our preseason match against Real Sociedad. I think overall optimistic game. Good talking points, good thing to see. Probably a little bit of a preview of what we're going to see against Fulham. After this preseason, after the movement we've had in the window so far, and now who he has as a manager, how do you feel about Chelsea going into this next season?
Optimistic, more so than probably since Poch's season.
Okay.
And just wait to see what clicks, what formation is played. I am logical in thinking that the players are still not going to. Some of the players aren't going to do full 90s at the moment, you know.
Yeah.
And just come back, like stuff like that. But we still got. I still think we'll be one of the clubs doing business right up to the end of the transfer window, ins and outs. So so we still got a lot of business to do then. But no, I mean, it's the window is probably a 6.57 for me at the moment. Bear in mind, it's coming from a window last year where I gave it a 2, and that was probably too high of a number to give it from last season. So
I mean, we got João Pedro out of it, so
well, that's why it's a 2.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Otherwise, it would be a 0 or a thing. You know, there's still some issues for me. The goalkeeper's still a question mark.
Sure.
I still think we need another centre back. And even with Enzo stays, still think we need another midfielder.
Yeah.
So yeah, still stuff to do, still people to get out. But yeah, I thought yesterday was. The only preseason game I really tune into is the last one before the season starts.
That's fair.
You kind of get an inkling of what they want to do going forward, maybe, or at least for the first few games, something like that. So it was a good performance. Second half was better than the first, obviously. And yeah, we just got to keep João Pedro fit, essentially.
100%.
Because he's probably in for a shout for, if he stays fit, Golden Boot. And it was good to see minutes for Lacroix, Rogers, Verrier. It was a good performance. People put so much on pre-season. It's really just about getting people fit, working on ideas. Xabi Alonso, take a look at the squad, who he likes, who he doesn't like, which you probably saw yesterday, who he doesn't like, because Jackson, Mudryk and Tosin were left out of the squad altogether. Do you know what I mean? Whereas I think Welbeck had a knock or something like that. And Henderson, Henderson's not going to be in the squad a lot. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that. So yeah, it was good. I've been fine with this pre-season. You know what I mean? It's good. I still think they might do a behind the closed door friendly during this week, maybe.
You think so?
Reported, yeah, just to maybe get some of the other minutes, because remember next week
minutes for some of the internationals that came late.
But remember, we play Monday, and then we play Thursday in the League Cup, and then we play Sunday.
Oh my God!
Yeah, so because we're not in Europe, we're in the second round. We're in the second round of League Cup, so we're playing on a Thursday at home to Luton on the 27th.
Down on my calendar.
And then because we play Thursday, the game on Saturday's moved to Sunday against Brighton at home. So
okay, it's not on Google. It doesn't say we're. Oh, here it is. Here Luton Town. All right, I just saw it. I'm gonna put this in my calendar right now. Prime. I don't know if you're there. I don't know if you're listening. I'm interested to hear. I don't know how much of the preseason you've been watching. I'm sure you've been touching grass, but I mean, how do you feel going into this upcoming season? Are you optimistic? Are you reserved? I mean, where do you stand? Talk to me, brother. Is Prime there?
Unless he's on mute. But
Yeah, okay. We'll go to you, Chris, then. What do you think?
What about the preseason? Terrible.
Yeah. I mean, about the season. What do you think about the upcoming season? Based on what you've seen? Yeah.
I mean, I'm liking a few of the signings we made. Lacroix was one of my top, if not top signing I wanted.
Yeah, true.
Palestra looks good as well. I think Palestra is a great addition to Chelsea. Xavi Alonso.
This game is so early.
Xavi Alonso was, the manager, our top choice probably. So,
hello everyone.
Hey, Brian, we can hear you now. Let's just Chris finish.
Yeah, I'll just say it quick. But yeah, I'm feeling like, good of it because I think with the Premier League how it is, City are losing their best players. They lost their best ever manager. We know Enzo Maresca's a decent manager, but he's not like a top tier manager. We've all said that, I think. And with Arsenal, they lost Saliba for 5 months as well, like one of the top centre backs. They'll still be good, of course, but
what's going on?
I don't know if Prime's in another dimension right now. I think so. Hello.
Prime, can you hear us?
He's in the 4th dimension, right?
All right, Prime, your internet's doing very, 1990s things.
Yeah, he's in the past.
You might want to log back in, log back out. It is what it is. Chris, continue on. Sorry.
I think there's gonna be good things in this season. One game a week as well. I think we've got a good squad. I think the depth is pretty decent, pretty good. I think it's better than a fair few teams by the looks, unless we get a lot of injuries. But yeah, I think I'm feeling good of it. Hopefully, Palmer gets into it again because in preseason, I think Palmer's been okay, decent. He hasn't been bad, I would say, but it's just preseason at the end of the day.
Do you know what I liked yesterday?
Talk to me.
I like Rodgers' goal. Do you know why I like Rodgers' goal? Because if you watch it, how it played out, the two centre backs were both marking João Pedro, right? Because they see him as the danger man, and left Rodgers totally unmarked, like that. And that's why I like the Rodgers signing, because he'll do that. He'll be another body in the box that maybe people won't pick up, and he might get a lot of tap-ins, which is pretty good. So I do like that goal because Pedro was taking up all their attention. They didn't even notice Rodgers floating. Yep, didn't even notice like that, and that's pretty good.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right
I
now.
hope we can have Rodgers scoring, Palmer back to getting assists or goals or whatever, and obviously João Pedro looks like he can still get you maybe 15 to 20 goals in the league. So I'm hoping they all start firing, and like Andrew just said, Rodgers or Palmer or someone is free to have a tap-in or something. And another thing I liked about Rodgers in that game, Andrew, Rodgers is also crossing it low into the 6-yard box. No one got there, but they were deadly low-driven balls, I thought. I thought he played pretty well.
One in both halves, I think I remember.
Yeah, I saw 2 or 3 as I remember, but yeah.
Yeah. Remember that, yeah. You're right. It was pretty good.
Yeah, it's just like Andrew's saying, taking João Pedro, taking 2 defenders off.
Yeah, he's such a threat in the air as well. It's so good about João Pedro.
Yeah, but they were both marking him.
They were.
2 people marking him. And Rodgers is totally unmarked.
Yep. Which is great because, I need, building off of what Andrew was just speaking on, I need to see this team take more advantage of chances that, for example, the one that comes to mind is that Pedro Neto and Reece James did the same thing in terms of cross far post. And both times, or at least 2 of the times that those were attempted,
we've done that a couple
we got a goal out of it. And last season, I remember Cucurella was the only one that was doing those far post runs. Last season, Esteva had one. There wasn't as many. It's the reading of the game. You understand what your teammate is already going to do before you do it, and you're there, prepared. I think that comes from attack-minded players like a Rodgers or a Palmer or a João Pedro that need to know that. So I think we'll get a lot more goals. I agree with what Andrew's saying. I think having more attack-minded players, or attack-minded player like a Rodgers, it's gonna open a lot of doors for us.
Yes, and it's gonna Yeah, it is, and it's just like you say. I still don't think he'll. I think he'll switch between a back four and a back three throughout the season. I don't think
it'll be situational.
I don't think he'll be like a stickler. Like he might stick for that formation during a game, but like I don't think he'll do like an Amarim where it's back three and nothing else.
Well, you got Hato as well, who's a left back.
Hato could play left centre back.
Reece can play right back.
Reece right back, but he'll never play right wing back. Never.
I agree.
If it's a wing back system we play and restarts,
if we have Gusto as well.
But he's midfield or right centre back. He'll play during that time. But no, it's good. I agree with you in terms of the transfers. The Qua was always the number one target for me.
He was my number one.
It was more.
Me too.
Anything else was just a bonus. So
yep.
But we're not done. Still need a
potential midfielder.
I've given up on the goalkeeper. Someone said it. I think we need 2 more signings in terms of if Enzo stays. I think we need 1 more midfielder and 1 centre back. If Enzo goes, I think we need 2 midfielders.
Do you think we'll get 2 if Enzo goes?
I don't know. I think we'll definitely get 1 either way. I see the problem is if Enzo goes, we're either going to pay hefty fee for Wharton or Scott, aren't we? One or the other. It's not going to be and then you have to get another person in because then if Enzo goes, you're looking at Caicedo with a Wharton / Scott, and then after that you've got Alavia who he can't stay healthy. You've got Barker who's never played in the Premier League, and there's Tiny and Henderson, midfield. And you've got Asugu. You've got Reece who can play sometimes, but
because Fofana could play centre back and Reece in midfielder, right? Like the preseason.
Yeah, but Reece is a very good player, and then sometimes in midfield he's very good, but sometimes he lacks the instinct of a midfielder, like in terms of like how quickly he needs to turn. How quickly he needs to turn, his awareness. Wherever I think if you played him in a back three at right centre back, he can see the whole of the pitch.
Perfect.
Like that.
Yeah.
He can ping the pass all the time like that.
What he loves doing.
Ping it. He can do a job in midfield, no problem. For some of the games, but sometimes you just need that midfield industry when you've been playing all the time. But,
Prime, are you back? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, server. Oh, there you are, Prime. Prime, we were just talking about our expectations for next season, I guess, and how we feel now that we're done with the preseason essentially. Next weekend is Fulham, and I kind of want to see where you're at. Are you optimistic? Are you neutral? Do you not want to get carried away? The floor is yours now that your internet's working.
We've had a good window. In terms of like, I'm really, when Alonso got appointed, I wasn't like gassed about it because I didn't think he would really get backed and stuff. I thought it was a bad sign for him choosing Chelsea. And he's got backed, which looks good. But I don't know. We've had like too good of a window. So I don't know. Something tells me there's something bad around the corner, which I don't. We'll see, I guess. I do think we'll end up finishing third or fourth. I expect us we should comfortably be in the top 4 and at least get to 1 domestic final, hopefully win it. But for me, I'm looking forward to the season starting, but I'm not looking forward to like the season for Chelsea because I don't care about being something about everything being too good. Okay, thanks, Arta. I'm not looking forward to the whole top 4 journey. We did that 2 years ago. I don't care now, and we're not going to compete for the league. So unless we really win something, I'm not really that invested. I don't really care. I don't know if that really makes sense to other people, but it just feels like we're doing something that we should have already done like 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
I think a way to explain how you're feeling, if you don't mind me trying to translate here, it's essentially you're kind of looking at this as a two-part journey. You're more excited for the end goal, which is to win trophies and do that again, but you know you can't necessarily do that until next season. This season is a preparation for getting back into UCL, getting back to seriously competing and all that stuff.
I don't even know about net. I mean, my big question mark is next summer, when the expectation is to improve and build a squad to compete for the league next season, I don't trust they'll do that. So like things look good now, cool, but I don't know. I'm skeptical at everything. I don't really care. If that makes sense. I like football as a signing. Skeptical. I was the one telling you guys he's Palace's best center back when you guys all sucked off Guehi.
I still don't believe that.
I rate this guy. He's better than Guehi. But I think he's a good signing. Palestra looks brilliant. And this back three is something I've wanted Chelsea to play for years under Bluecoat. I think it suits what we have. But I don't know. I'm just like really, really skeptical about things. Also, the depth is kind of a bit iffy. Like, I still don't want Fofana here in the team. This whole Sanchez and Penders thing is weird. If Penders is not going to be the starting goalkeeper, let him go back to Strasbourg and play games. Doesn't make sense keeping him on the bench. Our attacking depth is yet to be determined if they can actually score goals consistently.
Sure.
Because even though Pedro can score, like Rodgers, he's inconsistent.
Yeah.
And now the price tag he has is going to have an effect. Palmer, he's been shit for 2 years, so let's see if he'll actually be good now. The rest of do people rate Quenda? Because when I said Quenda was quality, people were saying he's not. Do people rate Gittins now? Because when I liked Gittins when we signed him, people didn't like it. So do you guys rate the depth?
I say a lot of Chelsea fans.
I think Welbeck is a good signing for leadership, but who's our second choice striker? I wanted to keep Jackson because I like him, but a lot of people say he's not good enough. Delap looks like he's going. And Mega, I have no idea about that guy, so I don't know. I do question things, but listen, we'll see. But for me, I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of people being just very happy about everything, and people are forgetting that it's still fuck Blueco. People are forgetting that we don't like Blueco, and people are happy about everything, which is interesting.
I think it's valid to have all these reservations and these opinions as well, just because, yeah, you're right. It still is fuck Blueco. Nothing has been proven yet. You got a few players. You assigned a manager, a manager we rate. It's one of the best windows you've had in a very long time in terms of actually backing a manager. Time will tell. It's all a results-based business, and we know that as fans. So whether you're Blueco in and Blueco out, I'm holding reservation until the end of the season whether I want to determine where I stand with them and if I forgive what happened last season. This season determines a lot for me. So in terms of my opinion on this, listen, I'm optimistic about this season. I think this is a season that we're going to take to get back to the top, to really, really start competing if all goes well with Xabi Alonso. Because if all goes well with Xabi Alonso, next summer, I'm expecting upgrades on that goalkeeper department. I'm expecting an upgrade in that left wing department if we need it. Center midfield, we need to up the ante. So time will tell. We will, be watching. But Prime brought up something that I want to transition over to now. And before I do, ladies and gents, over 140 of you guys watching, which is absolutely impressive. Thank you so much for tuning in. But what's not as impressive is the like ratio, which makes me very sad because less than a third of you have actually liked the video. And if only half of you liked the video, then we'd be at 70 freaking likes right now, which is more than amazing. Let's wait and see. Exactly. Pierre Romero, let's wait and see if these guys actually hit the like button. Because, hey, it's free to do. it helps out the channel. It helps out the algorithm, which you guys want to see this channel grow. You're tuning into this content out of curiosity because you've been hitting the like buttons because the algorithm knows that you might like this content, that you might enjoy this content. The algorithm knows that you're probably working your 9 to 5. You need something to just fill in the time because you're addicted to Chelsea just like I am, and I'm here to provide that content with the panel that I have here. So hit the like button if you haven't done so already. I'm seeing it go up. We're only 5 away from the 50 like that I asked for because I'm a humble man. So let's get to 50 likes, people. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love and support. Thank you for tuning in. Now let's start talking the juicy stuff, the transfers. And we'll start off with the striker department. Jackson, he's the first one we're going to talk about. He's the one that potentially could be the one staying at Chelsea out of Omega and Delap. We'll see. We'll get to Delap right after this. So on Jackson, we have a few bits of news, right? So the 15th, oh, I did not put it up. There we go. The 15th, we get this from Fabrice Hawkins. Aston Villa, Spurs, and Atletico Madrid are among clubs monitoring Nicholas Jackson, who Chelsea value at £60 million. His price is currently proving a major obstacle. We also have Nicholas Jackson is open to staying at Chelsea and fighting for his place under Xabi Alonso. He is aware that there is strong interest from Aston Villa and an unnamed club in Spain. We know it's Atletico Madrid, but wants to stay and fight, according to I Am Ram and Osman. And then lastly here, confirmed Nicholas Jackson versus Emmanuel Omega versus Liam Delap per 90 in the league last season. Should Chelsea keep a hold of Nicholas Jackson for the 26-27 season? Now, I think it goes without saying, and I don't think this should be a debate. Of the three, Omega, Delap, Jackson is the one with the most proven track record. Jackson is the one that I think most Chelsea fans would be inclined to keep as a third option. And, I mean, listen, you can look at the negative aspect of his game, which is his finishing, and focus and tunnel vision on that, which I understand. A striker's job is to finish. But some Chelsea fans are putting up for debate that maybe his best position is as a 10 because he creates. He fills in those pockets. He likes to drive with the ball. He likes to dribble. I'm not sure. Where I stand with it is I think he's useful. I think he could be very useful for us this season if João Pedro were to get hurt. Maybe you want him and then, well, because I don't know. I don't know where you guys stand on this. For me, personally, I don't know if I could see Danny Welbeck playing 60 minutes, 65 minutes, game in, game out until João Pedro comes in. I think I'd rather a Jackson, but I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Surfer, I'm curious to hear what you have to think on this whole situation with the strikers.
He wasn't in the squad on Saturday, so for me, he's going. There's no reports about him being injured. He was on the pre-season tour. He played a few games, so he's up. He's got more fitness than a Rodgers. Yeah, they want rid. They know they can get big money for him. Probably from.
There's a good amount of money you can get now. You would argue take advantage of it now.
You can get good enough money for him. He's not a better striker than Welbeck. He's not a better finisher than Welbeck. Play him as a 10, but you got Palmer, you got Rodgers, you got Esteval, who could play there. Do you know what I mean? Quinda could play. You got, if you wanted to put, if Enzo stays, you could put Enzo there. Do you know what I mean? It's just it's time to cut the losses. It's a lot of revisionist history when it comes to Nicholas Jackson. You know, he's good, and if we didn't have a Welbeck, then I'd say keep him. But you know, he's just not there. Do you know what I mean? And the same people going, well, about Amiga, going, well, you know, we don't know about Amiga. You lot didn't know about Nicholas Jackson when he first came. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
You know, so and Amiga's
I think I knew about Jackson a bit more though.
Did we?
Yeah, like in the Liga.
Did we? I don't remember.
I wouldn't say crazy watched him, but like.
I don't remember anyone mentioning him until we saw.
I don't think you watched a single highlight of Jackson.
You never watched
a single.
No, you didn't.
I was curious.
Such a liar. Such a liar. You never watched a single moment of Nicholas Jackson until we signed him.
If you said Omega, Chris, I'd believe you because it's Strasbourg. It's their sister company.
No, I don't watch Strasbourg.
No. In terms of Jackson, why didn't you mention anything about Jackson before we signed him to 2023?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't no one knew about Nicholas Jackson until we signed him? and he was coming off of scoring 8 goals in the league that season for Villarreal.
About that, yeah.
So you know, keep the same. You know, Amiga might be something different. Do you know what I mean? But
so you're willing to rock this next season with Omega then?
I'm willing to go with João Pedro, Welbeck, and Amiga as the strikers. Yeah, I'm willing to go that. Yeah.
That's fair. The thing is, like, because Chris, I don't know if you watch these highlights. If you're looking at this, and this is what I've been telling people, in terms of a finisher, Omega is better than Jackson, and the per 90 shows it, right? Like, he's got more goals, he's got a better conversion rate than Jackson, which is what you want to pay attention to, and then more assists. Which again, Jackson didn't play too much last season, but if you're looking at per 90,
I would say Jackson's link-up play is actually one of his best attributes, like creating chances. It
depends on what you're looking for.
He's with Palmer as well. His link-up ability with Palmer was actually pretty good. It's probably one of the reasons why Palmer had a half-decent season.
The issue is with him, and it's not, you know, and I can understand him. He's not going to get. He's going to get like trash minutes.
Jackson or Omega?
And the odd League Cup game if we get that far. Do you know what I mean, or something like that? It's just there's no point. And if you got a market for him, then use it. Do you know what I mean? It's just putting off the inevitable.
I agree. I listen. I would prefer to keep Jackson, just because Omega is so injury prone. Omega last season missed a good portion of the Strasbourg season because of hamstrings.
He's not going to stay to be third choice.
Omega?
No, Jackson.
That's what I'm talking about, though. Omega was so injury prone last season.
No. Jackson's not going to stay to be third choice striker once a week.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to.
He's just not going to do that. He shouldn't.
Even Zatani would be third choice, probably.
He would be third. Even in both positions, he's third or fourth. He's third choice as a striker and third or fourth choice in number 10 position. Just not logical.
You don't think he could be a backup to what's his face, Rogers?
No, because Quenda, right? Quenda, Esteval.
Well, no, you could play Quenda. You could play Esteval there. He's not getting ahead of Esteval in either position. So he's fourth choice in the number 10 position.
Yeah.
I would sell Jackson for 16 million.
Who's to say we play 2 10s? What if he doesn't play 2 10s? What if he does the off the left or something? He's not in either side any position to play. He's not a winger.
Yeah. What's really damning is looking at these stats and looking just how bad the laps are.
He is in the ocean. He's on his own.
He's non-existent. This is like a.
You don't even need stats with Delap.
This is like
as
a
Chelsea fan,
league player
you've watched Delap play, and it's awful. He is like one of the worst, if not worst, striker I've seen probably ever at Chelsea Navy.
Yeah.
Like
0.9 shots on target. This is not good. I mean, Brian, I don't know if you want to chip in on this conversation between the strikers and stuff, but I know you want to keep Jackson. But considering Omega's a better finisher, I don't know if that changes your mind.
Yeah, no. He's worse than me right now. With this disappearing.
The conversion rate of Prime's internet to connection versus disconnection is at 2.78, just like the laps. So
2.8 megabits.
2.8 megabits. We'll get Prime's thoughts on the next topic, I guess.
Prime's thoughts next week.
Marshall.
Next week.
So if like I don't know, Aston Villa offered like between 60, maybe 65 at tops, you wouldn't take that for Jackson?
No, I would, because I agree with what Surfer's saying, and I think it's a very good point that people have brought up. I think RSM brought it up as well. It's right now is probably the best money you're going to get for Jackson than you would if you try to sell him next season.
How much you pay for him? 30?
We paid 40 or something euro.
32.
32 pounds.
No, million. 32 million.
Yeah.
Okay, so million pounds or euro. So we paid around that amount. We would be making profit if we sell them for around 60.
I know what
because
I can get from... Is it my mic?
Oh.
You guys can't hear? Is it my...
Now we can hear you.
No?
We can hear you now.
He can't hear us.
Can you hear us?
It's a big question.
You can't hear us.
He's in a different
they shouldn't call you Latimus Prime anymore. They need to call you Latimus Technical Service Issues or something like that. Latimus Computer Science or some shit.
Do the rerouter for him, bro. Honestly, get your Wi-Fi sorted out wherever you are. Seriously.
IT Prime, that's what we call him. Latimus IT or something, bro. We need to come up with another nickname because Optimus Prime is much ready than Latimus Prime is. So, yeah. You sell them now for the price you can get. If the bid is there, I say sell them. I think it's totally worth it. You get your money, and you don't got to worry about him because we all know at the end of the day he's never going to be Chelsea #1. He's not going to be João Pedro. Like we expect João Pedro to improve this season. You know, like
João Pedro does everything better.
He does everything better than him. So like, it's kind of a lost cause. You would like him in case João Pedro gets hurt because he is fluid. He can be dangerous in the attack and all that stuff.
Welbeck's not a bad option.
He's not a bad option, and you know what? Welbeck does provide some good link up, which is what we're praising Jackson for. Obviously, Jackson dribbles a little better and all that stuff,
Jackson.
He's a better finisher.
Yeah, it's what
Surfer
said though.
I think
you know,
the thing with
not gonna be happy with it.
The thing with Welbeck is he's 35, right?
Yeah.
But someone pointed out like a few weeks ago, it's like because he's had so many injuries and he's been laid off, he physically isn't 35. He's like younger. You know what I mean? So he's 30? like 30, 31. And because he wasn't starting all the time for Brighton as well. You know what I mean? So it wasn't this if he was like
or Man United.
Yeah, exactly. But he wasn't like start. Like, I'm just going off Brighton. He was like
this is true.
Brighton. He wasn't starting all the time.
Oh, is he? No way. Haaland 6'5".
He can't be taller than Haaland, surely.
Mega
6'6". No way.
Mega is 6'5".
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. Maybe he's like
he's a unit. Yeah, he really is tall.
Maybe he might be slightly taller than Haaland.
Erling Haaland.
Damn.
6'5". Oh my god, they're the same height.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
knew Haaland 6'5".
No, like when I saw Mega play at Strasbourg, I never noticed he was like a unit. Now that he's come to Chelsea, I'm like, what the fuck? He's actually tall. But again, my problem with the Mega isn't like I think I think there's a decent player there, and as a third option, I think he's actually not a bad third option. It's better than Guiu, and he's more refined than Sapayet. The problem is Guiu's in the squad still. He has a squad number. Yeah, he's on the website at 38.
I don't doubt he's on the website. On the list. I'm just talking about pre-season. He didn't go on the tour pre-season, right?
Nope.
He didn't play. He didn't play behind the closed door friendlies, from what I gather, and he was not in the squad at all. So where the hell is he?
It's like find Waldo.
They're looking for a place to send him off.
Oh, I know that.
He's on the
looking
sell
for a
list.
home.
So he's around. I guess he's cleaning up the boots for the players or some shit.
Like,
I don't know what they're doing for him.
I don't think he's a god awful player. I feel like Delap's a god awful player, but I don't think he is. I think they are.
And Omega is better than Delap. I'll tell you that right now too.
Well,
for free.
I'd hope so.
Yeah.
I don't know why he can't find like a new team or loan or.
Who's that?
Who?
Mark Gu.
We're probably asking for a ridiculous. We're probably asking for a ridiculous price for him.
What, 20 million? You reckon?
Yeah, we bought him for 6 and he hardly played.
Yeah, we need to make that profit.
Just ask for 10.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just ask for 10. You know, just do
We're
that.
not using him.
Not using him. He's barely been used.
Yeah.
So just ask for 10. It's a £4 million profit. You know what I mean? Just you bought him for what you were supposed to flip him for. Do you know what I mean? Just do that.
But as far as I'm aware, like the reason I brought up he's on the website is because Benoit obviously got loaned out, but Disasi I don't think got announced on the website.
No, Disasi's not. There's just discussions with Crystal Palace. It's not like a definitive thing.
So
like they're on the website because they're registered with us. So
I'm gonna check that while we're going to the next segment because the other guy we got to talk about who is on the website too. Not the list, Chris. The website is so Liam. Nice to see you around these parts. How's life been? Exclusive. Como have made an initial approach for Liam Delap as new striker. He's high on the shortlist for new forwards as relations with Chelsea is very good after the Chalobah deal. Delap can leave CFC in the final 2 weeks. I'm sure he could, but Alex Crook then, dampers our expectations by saying that Liam Delap doesn't want to join Como. He wants to stay in the Premier League. Chelsea will sell for 40 million euros. Pounds. Sorry, not euros. Even worse, pounds.
Well, no, that's better. That's better.
Oh gosh.
Euros. If it was 40 million euros, it'd be like 28 million quid. 28 million quid.
So we wouldn't even break even. At this point, though, just sell him for whatever. Understand, Liam Delap prefers to stay in the Premier League. Italian side Como have shown interest in the Chelsea striker. Delap is hoping for the Premier League club to make offers. And then we hear that Chelsea want £40 million to sell Liam Delap. Nottingham Forest are in a race to sign a striker. A race? Okay. Anyways, a race would require more competition. To be fair, apparently Spurs were interested. I don't know if they're still interested. There were links there. I think there was links to another club, maybe Coventry, maybe one of the relegated sides.
Coventry have just signed Iwanyi, so I don't think.
Oh yeah, true. So that would scratch that off the list. Listen, I respect the ambition from Liam Delap to want to not give up and try to fight for his position, but you had preseason to even remove doubts from the fan base, and you failed to do that. I just don't think you're Chelsea material. Sorry to say it. I'm saying it nicely. 2 penalties, one that was earned, but you weren't even great in that game, and you missed an absolute sitter that Nicholas Jackson provided you.
Was that the same game?
Yeah, that was all the same game, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not looking good for Liam Delap, and I'm all for it. Like, I think this player needs to go. This is a mistake that we bought. It was a good deal at the time, but big mistake.
Wow.
I don't know if there's anything else you guys want to add on to that.
He wasn't. He wasn't in the squad. This is my thing about Tim and Jackson. Welbeck was probably injured, so Pedro was the only striker, and they both weren't in the squad.
Mm-hmm.
I think that says something. But they weren't even in the squad just to give João Pedro. Did João Pedro pay full 90?
75 minutes, and I think what's his face came on.
Right. So he didn't even play the full 90, and they both weren't in the squad to replace him.
Yeah.
I think that says something. And just a side note in the chat, someone put the Guy's on wages might be an issue. He's only on 45 grand a week for a footballer, so it shouldn't be an issue. But
I don't think so.
But that they both weren't in the squad says something, and maybe that's why we've been. Some people say a bit slow with the outgoings. Pre-season was to give Xabi Alonso time to look at all the squad. Okay, everyone got a clean slate. Okay, he liked who he liked. He doesn't like who he doesn't like. And Liam Delap is not a Xabi Alonso type player. He's not even like a Boniface from Leverkusen. Yeah. Like a big rough-house striker, like Bonnyhouse.
Ryan Brobby.
Like Boniface was for Leverkusen under Xabi Alonso. Do you know what I mean? He just doesn't have it. He'll be 24 this season. People forget.
By the way, Surfer, you're right. He played a full 90.
Right. Okay.
Did. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. So, but Liam Delap's going to be 24 during this season, and he's still so rough. Yeah. As an actual the way he plays, he plays like a schoolboy. You know what I mean? Just like he plays like a five-a-side footballer, an indoors five-a-side footballer, where there's he just fouls people and stuff like that. He just doesn't have it.
Because you weren't watching the preseason games, or maybe you watched some of this, but did you hear the reactions that the commentators had when Liam Delap got a yellow card versus that last Chinese team, or what was it, Malaysian team, JDT? Chris, did you hear it?
No, I didn't hear.
They were just frustrated. It was like, oh, now look at him. He's getting another yellow. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The mentality of him, immature, always wants again to fight. It hasn't changed.
I may miss that game Sunday.
He's not matured as a man, let alone as a footballer. He's not mature enough.
It's like
he just doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it to play at this level. He's not bred to be a top.
It makes him a liability, honestly.
Yeah. He's not bred to be a top half striker. He's bred. There's no disrespect. he's meant to play for the likes of Forest and Everton and score like 12 goals a season. You know what I mean? And get them and keep him out of relegation. That's what he's there for. You know what I mean?
He's realistically, he's like West Ham as well level. Like try to get the league again.
You're absolutely right. He's a West Ham. He's a Fulham striker. Do you know what I mean? Stuff like that. He's a like you say, one of the newly promoted teams type striker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's a
shouldn't be that team trying to claw their way back to
for me. Yeah.
Shouldn't be in that team.
Yeah.
For me, like, I'm all for, and I agree with everything you guys are saying. For me, I'm all for like having Diego Costa types of like shithousery and forcing the center backs to get frustrated and foul you and get a yellow.
You got the skill and
you got to have the skill to back it up.
I'll be honest,
and you got to be smart about it.
Stuff he would did back then.
And you know what's crazy is Chris, and Surfer, the one moment I'm talking about in the preseason. The player had fouled him. He could have just shut his mouth and the player would have gotten a yellow. But because he got in his face and got all physical and all mental, he got a yellow as a result of it.
But I think, though, that
even Diego Jackson matured more than him.
Diego Costa is just smarter.
Yeah.
That's what he would do things. He would do the ugly side of the game in a cerebral way, in a sneaky way. Do you know what I mean? This guy just... remember his first game back after injury against Wolves in the League Cup. Got 2 yellow cards in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He got a yellow card and he still was shoulder barging into people like that. It was like, it's ridiculous, and he gets more, every time he comes on the pitch, he rushes around like, he's like, and gets a yellow card. He's got more cards than goals for us.
Maybe he feels like he has to offer something on a pitch, and that's the only way he can show it.
But there's different ways to show it. There's different ways to show it.
Because he hasn't got ability as a striker.
He's got ability, but it's just not of a high level.
Not high level, I mean,
Not high level, no.
So, I mean, listen, even if it's a loan or something, like, he needs to go because he's not going to play minutes in this team. He's not. There's no way. There's players way ahead of him that just...
if you had Jackson, there's 4 strikers ahead of him.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's for a season without Europe.
You can even put Rodgers ahead. You can even put Rodgers ahead of him for playing that position. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would have Mark Gu ahead of him too.
Fine. So you got 6.
I really would.
6.
I would.
He's bottom of the barrel. Yeah.
You've now got 6. You've got 6. Satpayev 7. Satpayev's got out.
Well, Satpayev's gone now. So.
But what I'm saying is, like, in Chris's list, that's 6 people ahead of him. 6 for playing once a week. That's mad.
Yeah.
I
don't think we're going to be able to sell him, but I think we can at least get a loan. Something.
I think we'll sell him or we'll get an obligation loan. We'll get an loan. I think it has to be obligation. These options don't work. It has to be obligation.
They never buy, do they?
The loan club could easily get out of it. Do you know what I mean? It's like that.
Yeah. It's got to be one of those real obligations, not like the obligation we had with like Sancho or something like that. we slipped out of that one. You remember that one, Chris?
Which one?
The obligation with Sanchez we slipped out of. We were obligated to buy Sancho, and then we somehow slipped out of it.
Oh, that was crazy.
We paid like $3 million fine or something.
It was the wage thing, right? The wage thing.
Yeah, it was a wage thing. It was a wage thing.
Because the guy wants 300k a week, and we're like,
now he doesn't have a club.
We didn't sign up for 300k a week.
Yeah, exactly.
You can either join us, go back to Man United, or the street.
Yeah, didn't he join a Turkish team or something like that?
I think he's still a free agent.
No, I'm sure he joined a Turkish team.
I heard he's a free agent, but I mean, he is I think Sancho has talent. It's just the money he wants, and he's not worth that.
No,
Turkish
transfer market has him without a club.
Saudi could pay him the wages, but
yeah, transfer market has him without a club right now. So
really?
Yeah, my brother's saying he's a free agent.
Unless he's joining that club that what's his face joined, Salah joined. That's not even. No, that is Turkish. Yeah,
how does Salah join this Turkish league, man? I feel like
no idea, bro.
I thought it was gonna be Saudi always, and just.
Yeah, I thought so too. That one makes no sense to me. Yeah, I don't know. They may have promised him something over there, like marketing rights or something like that, image rights or some shit. I don't know. But that being said, I think a lot of you guys are here for this one. But before we move into it, like I said, reminder, if you're new here, subscribe to the channel. If you've been watching, be sure to smash up the like button. We're at 50 likes, so big up to you guys. Big up. We appreciate that. 50 likes is always a good count. Let's try to get up to 75 likes if possible. I'm testing you guys, all right? You got 15 goals.
Melina.
Let's go for 20 goals.
Hello,
Big up Miss Melina. Big up everyone in chat. Big up all our members as well. Smash up those likes if you haven't done so already. And consider membership if you have been a frequent watcher. 99 cents. 99p for the first tier, and you get some cool emojis. We're going to make some new emojis too soon, so keep an eye out for that. So, that being said, let's talk on Enzo Fernandez. And Enzo to City now potentially looking very realistic. We'll see. I mean, let's see where Blue Coast stand on this whole situation. And I'll tell you guys my 2 cents once we get into it. So, starting off, August 13th, The Athletic reporting that it should be noted that Enzo Fernandez never publicly stated in an interview that he wants to leave Chelsea. There are also other Champions League clubs interested in the Argentine midfielder. I'm sure there's plenty of clubs interested. So, Ben Jacobs then comes out and says that Man City are keen to sign Enzo Fernandez and could recoup much of Chelsea's £120 million asking price via the departures of Rodri. Barcelona's second bid rejected, which we now know Barcelona's third bid was accepted. We'll talk into that in a minute. And to Johnny Reinders to Al-Qadsiya in advanced talks. Enzo Maresca wants to reunite with Fernandez, but Chelsea's asking price will only hold until 5 p.m. UK time, or at least, wait, is that 5 p.m. UK time? That is 5 p.m. UK time. Key 2 days ahead for the Argentine. Fabrizio Romano saying, don't forget what happened between Chelsea camp and Enzo Fernandez between March, April, May, June, several months. Chelsea are tired of the situation and have sent a clear message. And rightfully so. We're all tired of it as fans. We just want to know, are you staying? Are you going? What is this Javier Pastore? What is he saying? And all this nonsense spewing, making you look really bad, whether you actually support it or not. So, Man City had been under the impression that the deal for Enzo Fernandez could be completed for £105 million, including add-ons. Chelsea's position, however, remains firm, with the club demanding a clear £120 million. And I find this to be hilarious because since the beginning, before the World Cup, we stated £120 million for Enzo Fernandez, take it or leave it. Now you're here pretending and surprised, gasping and awing. What? You actually do want $120 million for Enzo Fernandez? Yes, we've asked for it. So why are you pretending this is a song and dance? Just because the girl high-fived you once in high school doesn't mean she has a crush on you. What are we doing? This is high school communication here. Ridiculous. We will move on. So,
yeah,
Fabrizio saying, what's up, Andrew?
I just said, yeah, Chris.
Still nothing on Chelsea's table for Enzo Fernandez. No official bids. At any moment, this story could change. And then Fabrizio also saying that there has been direct contact between Man City and Enzo Fernandez over the past 24 hours. The deal is on. It now depends on Man City if they're willing to spend £120 million on Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea are clear they want an official bid by 5 p.m. UK time, not euros. £120 million on the table for any deal up to Man City. Then the next day, Miguel Delaney comes out that Chelsea set the 5 p.m. deadline Friday for any club interested in Enzo Fernandez, after which they would keep the midfielder. However, the feeling is that talks have progressed enough for discussions to continue. There is also an understanding that Man City are unlikely to fully commit until Rodri's future is resolved, a situation that could stretch beyond Chelsea's deadline. Enzo Maresca, the gall of him to say the following: deadline at 5 p.m. today and busy day for Man City. I don't think we're going to do something today. So he doing his own thing, right? He even said something along the lines of, this is not something that people do. Who cares, okay? We're going to set a deadline because we need to determine what we're going to do with our team. Chelsea consider Enzo Fernandez no longer available at £120 million as terms were made clear to his camp since May, effectively agreed as a release clause. CFC happy to keep Enzo and continue with him. City maintained daily active talks with Enzo's camp in the last 48 hours as well. Up to Man City if they want to try again on different conditions. Breaking: Chelsea now expect Enzo Fernandez to stay next season after the £120 million deadline for a bid has passed. Remains to be seen if City will still attempt to test Chelsea's resolve, according to Matt Law. Fabrizio also saying that despite Man City not meeting Chelsea's deadline, I am told Enzo's agents were also in discussions once again with Man City today. Let's see if City try again, but it's no less than 120 million. 120 million is the minimum number. Enzo Fernandez is back on the pitch today or yesterday at Stamford Bridge after a 120 million pound verbal clause deadline expired. Man City kept talks active with his camp even in the last 24 hours, but it's all onto Chelsea's hands now. 120 million guaranteed exit no longer available. And to be fair, I agree. Now it goes up. Why? Because now you're asking us to find a replacement last minute. Man City now have to negotiate a different deal structure for Enzo Fernandez. Given the strained relationship between the two clubs, Chelsea could look to structure more favorable terms or even demand a higher fee than the previous 120 million pound valuation. Agreed. Sky Sports' Peter Smith had this to say. Man City missed the Chelsea 5 p.m. deadline for the 120 million pound bid on Enzo Fernandez, but there's nothing to stop City from putting an offer on the table for the Blues to consider in the final days of the window. Chelsea expect Fernandez to stay at the club for the entirety of the 26-27 season, but now City have clarity on Rodri's situation. They may feel in a better position to move for the Argentine international. Now, the reason why this is still on the table is because of these two here we goes that happened. The first one, Reinders. Reinders is no longer at City. He is now moving on to Al-Qadsiya. Confirmed by Enzo Maresca. I don't know how much the fee was at, but he is now gone.
I think it was 55 million euros.
Wow, that's not as much as I would have thought he would have gone for. But he had a horrible season, so fair enough.
Did he really play a lot?
Because he wasn't good.
He wasn't good enough. That's why.
Yeah, it wasn't good enough.
We sell players for more than they're worth.
Yeah,
when we buy them.
I mean, we're a better selling club. It's as simple as. And this is the big one, the bomba that dropped earlier today. Chris, I don't know if you know, but Rodri's now at Barcelona.
I already know.
Oh, okay, just making sure.
Posted it earlier.
Deal agreed between the Spanish midfielder to join Barca for Man City, all done for the former Ballon d'Or. Green light for Man City at last. Barcelona bid, more to follow. I think the fee ended up being around 75 million or something like that.
It's 60 million euros fixed. And then it's about...
What was his contract?
It's about one year
left.
So, and then there's 11 million add-ons that are said to be easy to reach. So in total, they're probably looking at 71.5 million euros, but it's 60 million fixed, which is less than 50 million pounds.
Yeah.
That they got from. It's probably about 47, 48 million pounds that they got through.
Not terrible.
Well, considering I was hearing, I don't remember if it was euros or pounds, that they wanted anywhere upwards of 70 million, that. So it's one of those. And the issue is that I think the deadline, whatever you want to think about it, I think the deadline was for the 120 million pound valuation.
Yeah,
I think that's what the deadline was for. I think anything else now has to be more, because let's face it, if we sell Enzo Fernandez, Crystal Palace or Bournemouth, rightfully so, will deem Alex Scott and Wharton very expensive this late. They'd be expensive anyway, but even more expensive this late in the window. Even more expensive. So that's why I think we would want, if it is still 120 million, it would have to be a lot of it up front. A lot of it up front.
Just to mention this little bit. Sorry, Server, just real quick. Just want to mention this a little bit before we come back to this conversation. So, in the situation where Enzo were to go, this is something also as one of the midfielder replacements, right? Alex Scott's situation remains unchanged. Chelsea had an offer for him rejected in the middle of June, and they are yet to return with an improved bid. Bournemouth insists he is not for sale this summer. So, another player that we're interested in. Yeah.
The issue is now they're under, because they're in Europe, I think, as well, they're under the UEFA budget
regulations,
thing, right? So if we come in with it'd be ridiculous anyway for Alex Scott, because I'm not convinced. If we come with a 95 million pound offer, they'll find that pretty hard to turn down, given because they've not bought a lot this year. Bournemouth, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So it's pretty hard. And Crystal Palace the same. They're under the UEFA thing as well. I think any one of these players will go for 85 million plus, whether it's add-ons included as well to get up to £100 million or something like that. I just think it's just that's what this transfer market dictates. But for us, I hope we now look at Man City's desperation and say it was £120 million on Friday. It's now 130 million, 135 million, and we got different payment terms. You know what I mean? We can, you can give us like a 100 million, 100 million, 110 million right away, stuff like that. And then the others are installments or stuff like that. But it still goes on the books as 135 million for the year anyway. But, City fans are going to say, oh, we don't need him because we've got Bawadi coming in. I tell you right now, there's no way Enzo Maresca is going to want to play Anderson and an 18-year-old Bawadi in midfield for the first time in the Premier League. Not a chance. He wants someone he knows. He wants someone that he trusts and with more experience. And that's why he wants Enzo Fernandez in the team. For us, I'm just hoping that I think we've been talking to Palace about conditions for an Adam Water transfer and how much it's going to cost close to when the transfer window ends. That's what I think we'll be doing. I think the long talks about the Qua, how long that took, and then the talks like with Disasi going there as well. I think I'm hoping that we've gone to them and gone, okay, so if we come back to you in the window this late, how much is it actually going to cost?
Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, I mean, I think my views on Enzo and City. I do not want it. I can take a Real Madrid to Enzo because it's away from direct rival in Premier League. But it's like Andrew also said, the City fans don't even want him. They're just oh, he's not good enough to play for City. And I'm just like, well, I don't want you to be at City either because you got that 18-year-old. You haven't really got a replacement for Rodri yet. You can go for a Wharton maybe or a Scott or whatever, but I don't want to let go of Enzo for at least 140 million since they missed their deadline or something like that, or upwards or something like that, because he's on a 7-year contract, I think.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So why is Chelsea in desperate need to sell him?
Or not?
That's what Chelsea should say. We're not in desperate need to sell him. He's not on a low contract. We can wait another season, see what Real Madrid say next season if he still wants to go. Still maybe sell for 120 next season, 6 years left, and he can have a better season over Xabi Alonso. So I want to keep him with Xabi Alonso because we saw in pre-season as well, he was playing that deeper role, a bit of a different role, and I'd like to see what he can do with this Chelsea side because it's a decent side. You got your Palmer, you got João Pedro, you got Rodgers who had another good season, you got Lacroix, Cole will hopefully back from injury, hopefully he's good. Reece James, hopefully stays fit.
See, the issue of Alex Scott's situation, he's got a 2-year contract, he's not going to sign a new one. Right? He's not going to sign a new one. Yeah?
No.
So you can still get decent money for him next year, that's fine, but it's not going to be 100%. As much, I don't think, as it's going to be now. And I'm not sold on Alex Scott, by the way. I'm just not.
Me neither.
I'm not sold.
I'm more sold
on Morton because he plays that position of a pivot. Alex Scott has only just learned it this season, last season, sorry. So I'm not sold on Alex Scott. I'm sold more on Wharton. It'd be a huge price to pay for Wharton, but that's just what the transfer market dictates at this moment. So, but I'm more sold on Wharton. Although I did read, has he got an injury at the moment?
Has he? Oh, I didn't.
I'll look into it right now.
I also don't get why. Maybe some extent, because Caicedo can be left on an island, but Chelsea fans desperately wanting to get rid of Enzo Fernandez. Is it because of the World Cup, or is it because?
No, I think Enzo Fernandez is a Marmite player. It's not even yesterday. Some booed him, and then some were chanting his name. So it's not a whole. It's not a whole thing. It's just one of those. I don't think the World Cup's got anything to do with it really at all. Well,
that's part of it. I thought maybe, but
no, I don't think with that. I don't think we care that much. You know what I mean? So what? He scored against England. Who cares?
I know he didn't really do anything that bad. He just did celebration.
Flipping Thomas Tuchel did more damage to us than Enzo Fernandez did in that semi-final. Do you know what I mean? So let's be honest about that. So you know, it just doesn't, you know. It's not,
I'm guessing you guys would want to keep Enzo this season and see like next season.
I'm not fussed either way. I just want to, you know, I think we need a midfield. If he stays, we still need another midfielder anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
The only way I can entertain selling Enzo at this late into the window is two conditions. One, City actually go a little bit more than the original valuation. So I'm talking like 130 million now because of the inconvenience you're asking us this late into the window to find a replacement for Enzo. And two, if we by some miracle, to what Andrew was saying, by some miracle, because we're currently in negotiations with Crystal Palace, got Crystal Palace to say, listen, if we agree to pay your current evaluation for Wharton, if Enzo were to go and we come back with the money for Wharton, can you please keep it at that price? That's it.
I think that's,
and even then, that's a hopeful wishful thinking.
I think that's just, I think for me, I think the Enzo situation, the latest for me, is literally the day after the Fulham game. Is the latest. Yeah. That should be the latest because that will give us a week. I think a week, for the transfer.
Negotiate something.
I want that decision before
that should be it. Game. That should be the new cut. Don't say it externally, but internally that should be. That's it. Don't get it even just to get the bid in. That should be it. Mm-hmm. The date, other days to sort out the deal. That's fine. But if you don't get the bidding that we want, then no, it's not happening. You know what I mean? We'll take our chances.
It'll hurt our team drastically to not have that extra replacement. Like, I know we have players, and I know people discuss, oh, well, Barco is somewhat of that kind of that style of player, but he's not the level. He's not the level. Like, one thing you'll hear from me from Enzo, like, you'll never hear me say Enzo isn't a good player. Like, I think he's a fantastic player. I do think he got away with a lot of bad performances last season, masked by GNA. But, there we go. Perfect timing.
Of course.
But I do feel that we can't do him any favors by lowering our asking price just so he can go over to City, especially now this late into the window. You had since...
By less than 2 weeks?
Your agent has been working hard...
Tuesday.
24/7 since May, or not even May, since March, to try to find you a move, and he's failed very ridiculously. You have 7 years left to your contract. You should have known that this was going to be a very tough deal to do, and your agent should have known, Javier Pastore, that this was going to be a very tough deal to negotiate. So in the best case scenario, you could have been looking for a move without making it so publicly and without twerking so hard for these teams while disrespecting Chelsea on the pitch. Like, for me, that's what hurt you the most in this saga, which is why fans are booing you, which is why also the Argentina thing, which is why fans are also praising you. Like, it's split between the fan base right now. I'm okay with you staying. I'm okay with you trying it out again, and we can sell you next season. Just keep it professional. That's all I asked of Enzo Fernandez. And I think he's willing to do that as a player. He didn't pull an Isak. If he really, really wanted to leave, if he really was really done with Chelsea, he would have pulled an Isak just like Isak did to Newcastle.
He hasn't gone on strike or nothing, no.
Yeah, he hasn't protested going to preseason, none of it. He's smiling. He's still getting the captain's armband, which I know we discussed yesterday and all that. Like, he's still doing all that. So for me,
he can't. He's got like 7 years left on the contract.
Yeah,
exactly.
It could happen next season.
It's not like
but
he's
not
got 2
this
years.
season.
No, he can't. He's left 6. He can't do it for at least 5 years.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He can't do it for 5 years.
Does he want to be like literally in prison for like the next 5 years?
Well, that's the thing. Everyone go, he'll get 300 bags at City. I don't think we'd have to pay him if he wants a pay rise. I think we'd only have to go for like 220, 230, like that. And they've always said that they would reward players. They have a wage structure for new players coming in, right? Although I think they've broken that for Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's on like 200. I think he's on 200k. But what they've also said is that the players that come in will be rewarded if they play well for pay rises, like Palmer did in the first season, like Caicedo has. Do you know what I mean? And stuff like that, and like Reece James did. And stuff,
yeah,
you know, and probably Levi Colwell's going to get stuff like that. So it's that. It's just, you know, it's one of those. If he stays, he stays. It's no skin off my nose. and stuff like that. But you have to make a decision. You have to call it like that. That's why people go, why did you make that deadline? The deadline was for 120 million, bro. That's what it was for. That's it. Now, your desperation, our price goes up because you're leaving us having to pay more for a Wharton or an Alex Scott. So that's the offset, you know.
So you want like 135, right?
KG, FYI.
Andrew, you want like 135 roughly, right? That's what you said.
I want more than 120 million. Now.
Yeah, I want more.
Definitely more than 120 million.
I want 140 upwards. That's where I would do it because we shouldn't be in desperate need to sell him. 7 years.
We're not in desperate need. They're in desperate need to buy him. We're not desperate need to sell him. That's the difference.
Look how much you paid for Anderson. 116.
Yeah, but that's different because that's like a set price. There was no desperation to buy him.
No, I'm not saying desperation. I'm just saying look how much he cost.
Yeah, well, it's not even an Anderson. It's the fact that Mateus Fernandez went for 85. That's the midfield.
Yeah.
Right, so a player like him has been relegated twice and played well for like 8 games last season during the relegation.
That's why I feel like Enzo should be worth 140.
Well, that's why I never get people in our fan base go, oh, that's all right, just sell him for 75, 80. It's like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot in this transfer market. The transfer market dictates a player who's got, well, if you think about how he played, he's got back-to-back seasons of 20-plus GNA for a midfielder. Should go for at least 120 million. Should go for more than Anderson. Side note, Anderson's is an okay player. I've never seen the hype in Anderson.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Even at Forest, I've never seen it. Even at England, I've never seen it. I've never seen that. You know, I've never. I just don't. I think he's a serviceable player. Yeah. Like, I don't see the difference. I don't see the difference between him and Wharton. Like why he's rated so highly than Wharton. Do you know what I mean? Like what I think Wharton could have done his job at the World Cup. Do you know what I mean? That is no difference to me.
That's actually, Jardel Davis brings up a really good point. It's not even just us getting a replacement. It's the team that we're going to poach it from in Crystal Palace getting a replacement as well. And we saw how they were like, making us wait and blue balling us for Lacroix because they were looking for a replacement for Lacroix the whole time. They're going to do the same exact thing when it comes to Wharton. So it's just, you need to give us a good amount of money for Enzo if you're going to try to get him this late into the window. Because you're going to put us in a big mess, which you already have, by the way, last season. Let's not forget, okay? You're going to put us in a bigger mess trying to find his replacement, which I don't think it's like the end of the world if we don't have Enzo, but I think it does damper a bit of the expectations next season without a player of his caliber. Bridge Nation or KG, whoever wants to step up to the mantle. Oh, there he is.
Listen, man. I'm a personal guy, and listen. We are gonna start with a little bit of honesty. Say no to racism. So I'm gonna put that out there. Shout out to everyone there.
You know what? That's probably the most base thing you said.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Poetic, actually.
Thank you. Now, listen. I'm gonna use a quote from one of my favorite shows, The Wire.
Start with John Terry with that.
Listen, definitely. That's definitely John Terry, captain, leader, legend, racist. Anyway, so we move. Now, listen, I'm going to use a quote from The Wire. Shout out one of my favorite shows. The price of the brick has gone up again.
That's what I think.
Now more. Yes, the price has gone up now. A week has passed. I'm kind of getting annoyed about this thing of they're still talking to the agent. Get this done.
Oh, they can talk all they want.
No, listen, it's all good. Chatting is one thing. It can be a chatty patty. You can talk all you want to the agent, but at some point, it's time to get the deals done. If you're serious about it, you got to start making these offers. That's what it just comes down to for me personally. Now, do I think he's out of the door after today's match? You better be hoping they spent a lot of money. Let's hope so.
Hell yeah.
That's what you're hoping so.
Ahmed, the price of the brick just went up even more after today's match.
Exactly, man. Exactly. So, you have to hope after today's game, the way Maresca's ass got whooped, with all due respect, that, we need to bring Maresca more reinforcements.
No, we shouldn't do.
Mike.
Your microphone
keep this
just
mic
on.
Saha became what was Prime for a second. Bloody hell.
No, Prime was in a different dimension. He's still lost in there.
Here's the thing. What we shouldn't do, we shouldn't agree to sell Fernandez until we've got a deal for Wharton done.
I agree.
Do you think because we've been talking to Crystal Palace all summer for like Lacroix, Disasi, Trev at some point, like I have to imagine that we would be like, hey, you know, we'll get Lacroix, like we understand we have to wait until he's done playing the World Cup and stuff like that. That's fine. We'll wait for you all to have a replacement lined up. But I have to feel like if we want Wharton, that we've greased the wheels a little bit on that Wharton train.
I said it a few minutes ago. I said,
maybe pause. I don't know.
Yeah,
pause
the
there.
hope was that. The hope was that we talked to them and gone, okay, so
yeah,
how much is it for a Wharton deal? Because we're getting, you know, and especially the closer to the transfer window it is. You know what I mean, like that? Because of course, closer to the transfer window, the prices will go up because you've got less time to recruit and stuff like that. So my hope is that they know they're going to have to pay for a Scott or a Wharton over the price anyway, because the market dictates it. They're probably going to pay even more now because of the time that's left in the transfer window for those teams to recruit. The issue is that both those teams, Bournemouth and Crystal Palace, because they're in Europe now, they're under the UEFA budget thing, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So that's why you've not seen like Palace and Bournemouth really go out hard for recruitment like they have been doing and stuff like that. So that would be my thing. And it's like, no matter who it is, I prefer Wharton obviously because the way he plays. If it's Wharton or Bournemouth or Scott, we're still going to have to pay 90 million plus for either one.
You know what's, Andrew, you know what's weird about I was thinking about this the other day. As much as we all rate Wharton for like his skill set, like he's got something that in his game that's an elite level skill set, like his line breaking passes, his vision, stuff like that. No one's ever actually tabled, at least to my knowledge, no one's ever tabled a bid for Adam Wharton, right? Like
no, we were linked with him before he went to Palace. That because he was at Blackburn Rovers, but obviously
because Palace paid good money for Adam Wharton from Blackburn. They paid like 26, 27 million.
My thing is that Arsenal don't need him.
Yeah.
Man City don't want him.
Yeah.
Liverpool should be signing him, but for some reason
it should be.
They're happy with their midfield.
Seriously.
Yeah.
And Man United, his transfers are very weird.
They don't got the money for it. They didn't got the money for it.
I don't know if they haven't got the money. I think they haven't got as much money as they had previously.
I don't think they have the money to spend it. I think if they went out and got,
I think Europe is hindering them too.
Because tell you why, they're struggling to try and get, which is why when the Lewis Skelly news came out last week, I thought he's perfect for United because he covers left, back, and midfield, and they should be all over that. But that's why they're struggling to even be linked with Lewis Hall. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So, but going back to us, I think we've always wanted him. It's like a Rodgers thing. We've always wanted him. We always kept feelers out.
Admired him.
Stuff like that. We've always admired him from afar and stuff like that.
We've admired you from far.
Explored the deal. But my hope is that
Definitely not a stalker.
No, my hope is that we've set the groundwork. We set the groundwork in that we can just go, okay, and we know we're gonna have to overspend on him.
Yeah. So basically, what you're saying, Andrew, is Vader just make out that check for Enzo to
drop that bag, man. Just drop
the Crystal Palace. Save a little on the side for us. Yeah, and we can make it work.
You know GTA Online.
Yeah,
you're on the plus, you get a million once a month or something like that. Just drop the bag, man. Just drop 120. Yeah. That's if you notice what that Fabrizio message you read out, Marshall, that said 120 minimum now, not
yeah.
So it might be we could do 120 million plus add-ons, something like that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Like 10, 15 million add-ons now because of the length of time and stuff like that, and achievable add-ons.
But you know what I think it is? I think the domino had to fall of what City was going to do with Rodri. Were they going to get a bid good enough to let him go that made it so that, because City, let's be honest with you, like City doesn't really need money, right? Like City prints money. They falsify. This kind of is crazy from a Chelsea fans calling another fan base cheaters. But Vader, I say this. You know, Vader. I say this out of
No, wait, KG.
we cheat together.
We respect the game.
We beat charges together. We walked so you could run. So basically,
true.
Game recognizes the game.
Yeah,
Game recognizes the game.
Once that Rodri domino fell, which it very Chelsea-like after a bad performance, you drop a bomba, right? Like just like we lost in the FA Cup final, and then 20 minutes later we said we announced Alonso. They get smoked in the. It's dirty.
But you see, the Xabi Alonso news is good uplifting news.
Yeah. This is bad.
They're losing their best player for a derisory price.
I know.
As well. You know what I mean? It's like
I know. But I think that had to fall, and then not only like I think with City it's just they need bodies, right? Like they lost Reinders, they lost what's it called? They lost Rodri. You can't trust Kovacic, right? Because Kovacic is going
still, isn't he?
Injury prone.
Kovacic is going to get injured. They've got Nico Gonzalez, who the fan base, I'll say this with open arms or open, like full 100% transparency. The fan base, City fan base rates Nico Gonzalez. I haven't seen Nico Gonzalez play enough to actually have an opinion on him. I don't know if he's good. I don't know if he's bad. I don't even know what nationality he is. I don't know if he's Argentinian. I don't know if he's Spanish. I don't know I don't know anything about this dude, right?
They lost Bernardo Silva too. Don't forget that one.
But the only thing I actually know about him is that nobody plays him. Enzo hasn't really been playing him in the preseason. And I know it's preseason, so you can't, but we know how Enzo rolls. Like Enzo likes these are my options. Yeah. This is who I'm rolling with. But Pep didn't play him, and they spent 60 million on him. So he's got to come with some sort of name. So I think honestly, I'll be honest with you. I think the Enzo transfer to City happens by like Wednesday or Thursday. This is no ITK BS or nothing like that. I just think that they're going to be in the sense of urgency, and they're going to want to back their manager with at least one player that he's familiar with, like we did with KDH with Maresca, but to a City level of expenditure and a City level of expectation.
Yeah.
So KG, question: who's your brown envelope? That's out of curiosity. That's gave you that source.
I was just about to say,
bro. Hey, I'll be on 100%, yo. If I get brown envelopes like you, I'm selling out. Bro, I'll come on here with a blue coat jersey. You seen the new 26-27 blue coat kit? Like it doesn't even have Chelsea on it. It just has money. This has a money sign on it.
I got the Somali badge, man. Shout out to Somali.
Oh man, I know you got the knockoff version there.
It's not brown. It's not brown envelopes anymore. It's crypto keys. That's
what okay. Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think it happens though, man. But I just want to see. I want to see how we pivot. Like my thing is, and I'm okay because honestly, to be honest with you, I think Enzo would have stayed had we offered him a better contract. Like, and I don't think it would have gotten to this point if we would have offered him a better contract.
Question for you though, KG. Do you think we offered him a decent contract and he just sees what players around Madrid and Man City are earning? He's like, I want to earn that money.
Bro, I think the second...
So he wants to earn more than Reece and all that.
No, I don't think it's more than Reece. I think the second someone like Elliot Anderson goes to Man City and gets put on like 300K a week, or what Tonali's on like 225 or whatever that is, I think he thinks in his mind, rightfully so, I've mashed more work in this league, right? Andrew said, I was listening, Andrew said back-to-back 20 GNA seasons in all comps, which he has, which is crazy because you put his numbers up against Declan Rice as a 6, he's a better passer and things like that than Declan Rice. You put his numbers up at a 10, he gets you more GNA than Odegaard. So the fault is like Enzo's he's a weird case, but I think he sees players, midfielders, and I think this is going to happen with a lot of our players. I think it's going to happen with Caicedo. I think it's going to happen with Cole Palmer. I think it's going to happen with JP. They're going to look around and they're going to be like, I'm better than that guy. I've mashed more work than that guy in the league. Why am I not getting paid more than him as a base salary?
Well, that's why. Well, Caicedo's has gone up.
Yeah.
JP's has gone up.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer's went up after the first season.
Yeah.
But that's the whole point. That's why they put them on long contracts. Because the future discussions won't be about contract extensions. It'll be about pay rises.
Pay rises,
They got them long. So as long as you perform, well, that's on them.
Yeah.
This is what football fans should want.
I know.
All football fans should want
long contracts,
performance-based increases.
Yeah. But the long contracts too, though, because Andrew, we hold all the cards in the Enzo situation. If he stays, we have one of the best midfielders in the league that could come off the bench for us, right? And a guy that like Enzo, I actually thought Enzo played pretty well yesterday against, or was it 2 days ago against Sociedad?
All right, it would be yes.
Yeah, it's preseason, but I think Xabi Alonso would probably, because of the back three, would probably protect him more than any other manager that we've had would protect him. That's not me saying Enzo shouldn't need protection, but we know he needs that condom, right? He needs that protection, right? So I'm okay with him staying. We've had plenty of players that have played here that don't want to be here. Rodri didn't want to be at Man City. He left. Like, I'm okay if he stays. I'd rather he go because of the focus is going to be on him. Every time he gets on the pitch, it's going to be like the commentary is going to be about him. We saw how he got booed at Stamford Bridge when he came on. Mm-hmm. I think that we could get a better. I look at Caicedo as like not world class, but like approaching world class. So I want to compliment a midfielder that complements Caicedo, and I don't think Enzo complements Caicedo in a pivot.
Okay, I got it. So someone in the chat, where is this? Okay, I Am Legend. You asked how much Enzo currently makes under Blueco. According, because Capology's disappeared for whatever reason. According to Spot Track, Reece James is at 200K a week. Fofana's on 200K a week. Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez are both at 180K a week.
Yeah.
And by the way, I think there's something. No? I think no, because he got a new contract request. You forget about that. Yeah, but I actually was gonna say real quickly with Enzo, it's not technically he can't be 180 because if you remember, they have a clause in their contract where if there's no UCL football, they lose 25% of their current wage structure. So it would be 180 times by 0.75. So around about 140K is probably what he's going to be on right now.
Yeah, but we don't have the 180K as base salary.
Yeah. No, he's their base salary. They lose 25% of the base salary.
No. What Andrew's saying is we don't know if that 180K that's reported is his actual base salary. Like, I'll be honest with you.
I understand that.
Like, one of the things that just annoys the hell out of me about football is how no one knows what anybody actually makes. Like, just put it out there. Like, we know.
I think sometimes it's better if you're from a football club perspective, right? You don't want to be, leaking and doing these crazy things about, what your current wage structure is. And I do from a club perspective, just help you up a bit more better. Like, if you want to do a bit of skullduggery, let's say, with your certain players, right? Because then that way at least, you can do stuff privately, and where other players are not really seeing how you're structuring contracts. Does that make sense?
So you can screw them over privately?
Listen, the game's the game, as they say.
My God.
I think I was going to make the point, actually, real quickly, just back on the Enzo transfer. I was looking at that City game, and I was looking at what's his name? I was looking at Elliot Anderson's position, and I was like, and Enzo can definitely fit there. He was trying to play Elliot Anderson as basically in the Enzo role, and I was like, yo, this is not it, man. You've had a former Chelsea manager, that was playing him like Kante, and then you've had another former Chelsea manager playing him as another former Chelsea player. That doesn't work. I feel so sorry for Elliot Anderson. I really feel like he's getting effed with the way he's getting played.
He almost broke his ankle because that tackle that Skelly had on his ankle was like, I thought that was just hard.
Yeah, that was.
But he should have been sent off again.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, they probably wouldn't have beaten Arsenal anyways. But I was like, in my mind when that happened, I was like, oh shit, that.
Listen, man, we need to respect Caicedo more, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. Caicedo, he thought
this guy saying
all right.
This guy?
Of all the people to say that, I'm not hearing it from you. If RSM is still listening, he is going to come on and lambast you for saying that. Of all the people, you are the one. You are one of the first people to fucking innovate the term shin kicker. Okay, and refer to him. Do not do this, Ahmed. You do not want to enter this war.
I like how he says we.
Listen, two things can be true. You can be a shin kicker. You can have that tendency. But at the same time, you have to respect the game, and I respected the game. I've always have respected the game. So it is what it is.
Look, you made Surfer leave. Your
shamelessness. That's it, man.
Your shamelessness was went too far, man.
No, but I just think, listen, that game against City, I watched that game. I was like, it's not looking good for these guys, honestly.
Did you forcibly remove him?
I did forcibly remove him. And I brought him back.
And I can request not to do that because it F's up my StreamYard is doing this weird thing.
Oh,
yeah.
Ahmed, you've been saved with Andrew here.
I can't hear and I have to change the speaker.
I appreciate Servan's tablet.
And then I have to go and nothing coming on again.
So you know what it probably was though, Andrew. Like the comment says, Ahmed finally was speaking sense, and StreamYard was just like, Andrew, I don't want you to get too used to this.
Too much for the servers.
Yeah, just get too used. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But now run me. Look, I already know. Once I saw Elliot Anderson go for 116, in my mind, I was like, Adam Warren's at least 100 million.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It just set the precedent for what the market was.
I think the question I would ask the question, guys, that how far? I know obviously you're saying like probably Thursday-ish is when they come in for Enzo. Yeah. But from a Chelsea perspective, obviously we play what on Sunday. You probably want to get in.
No, we play Monday.
My apologies. Sorry, I keep forgetting that's the week after that we play on Sunday. But listen, we want to get that deal done as soon as possible because obviously Friday would be the deadline. Friday midday is the deadline for you to obviously make sure any guy that you're going to bring in is going to be a part of the team. If I'm not mistaken, isn't that right? Like they have like a midday deadline for you to.
You have to do it. At least a midday before the first game of the season, like 24 hours.
Yeah.
That'd be no, because I'll still play Friday.
Yeah.
It'll probably be Thursday. You have to.
Oh, okay, be Thursday. Okay,
hold on. What's that? What is that date? That deadline? There's too many deadlines going on in the Chelsea community right now. It's too much for me.
For people to play, when you sign someone. Yeah. People to play, they'd have to be like, I think it's like
to play the first
registered 24 hours before.
Oh yeah.
But my thing is about next week. As like I said earlier, we play Monday, Thursday, and Sunday next week.
Yeah, he would if we signed him, he would just get introduced at the bridge on Monday.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a point of Marshall. Did you find out if he was injured?
Oh no, I did not actually. I got sidetracked.
Host, it's lacking, man.
Adam Morton injury. Adam Morton, midfielder, is fully recovered from ankle knock that sidelined him early in preseason. He recently returned, made his return in action.
Okay, fine.
Okay. FC Freiburg, he played on the 15th, so he was there.
Saying that, we only play once a week, so we don't have to rush him back. But usually once a week. But I just think the thing is, there's two aspects. There's putting a bid in and getting the deal done. That's why the deadline was just to get a bid in. The deal done would take a few days. I think Tuesday next week, day after the Fulham game, has to be it.
Yeah.
Has to be it. That's it, because you've got a week left of the transfer window then.
Yeah. You know what would be even like, I don't want to be greedy, but I do kind of want to be a little bit greedy. We give them Disasi, knock off like a nice 25 mil off the price, and then you know what I mean? Like I want it because rival fans already hate the fact that we sell so well. Like rival fans, like they're really anytime we make a sale, they go crazy because they're like, what the fuck? That guy was only here for 1 year. He sucked.
They're convinced we're cheating. I don't know how, and I'm like, or why.
I tell them, I'm like, yo, it takes two people to make a deal. Like, you can't put a gun to your head and say, you take Tosin for this amount, or you take this guy for. They have to want that guy.
I'm telling you right now, if we sign Wharton, Disasi's going there on loan.
Yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Because it'll be the same. Because they don't want this. weird swap deal thing to
Vader,
come to fruition.
It's not that we're trying to be bullies. Vader, you understand that this is all a domino effect. So if we sell you Enzo Fernandez, let's just say after Fulham, right? We sell you Enzo Fernandez. That means you give us 7 days to get Wharton or Alex Scott, right? Because even though I don't want him, Chelsea rate him. Yeah. Then they have to get a replacement for that player. And having already done business with Crystal Palace, they didn't want to do a deal with us for Lacroix until they found a replacement. So we're dependent on them then to find a replacement for their midfielder that we want. So you put us in a pickle where we potentially come out of this with no midfielder whatsoever.
Tell you what though, Vader, if we had Rodri and sell him, we wouldn't sell him for a derisory fee like you just told me. £51 million for Rodri.
Is that what the final fee was?
Well, that's in euros. Yeah, it's 60 million. It's 60 million fixed fee. Right, so it's £51 million at this moment in time.
Yeah.
And even if they get the add-ons, it's just going up to just over £60 million.
Yeah, so we might fuck around and sell Jordan Henderson in January for like £25 million. Get everybody pissed off. Get everybody pissed off.
That would piss everyone off. That would piss so many people off.
We get at least $5 million for Henderson. At least.
That would still piss people off. Just $5 million.
Exactly. 37-year-old.
But honestly, whatever we sell, whatever profit we make on Delap, people will go crazy. People will get really upset. If we sell Delap for 40 million, and then people will be like, "How did you increase his value when he got worse for 10 million?"
I think we're setting an eternal deadline that we won't say out loud like we did, and I think we'll give it to sometime next week. I don't know when. I don't think we want this going to the end of the window. No, that's my thoughts. I don't think.
I agree with you too.
For Christ's sake!
Oh, sorry. I thought it was a me.
You're lucky I cannot remove you, but I'll give you a yellow.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know if it was
nothing right now.
Good Lord.
Yo, that's a nice comment in the chat by Football VAR. Like, if you're talking about rate prices, 85 million for that.
That hasn't been confirmed yet. That hasn't been confirmed yet, man.
I was gonna say, did that go through?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
If anybody pulls up to Man City with any offer over 65 million for Savio, take the money and run.
I'm gonna be honest, man. Spurs is confusing me as a side of some of these deals. I'm hearing Gakpo for like what? I think they're working on Gakpo and Savino. They're working on Gakpo and Savino. I'm just like, this generally screams of what happened at Marseille, bro.
130 million pounds they're spending.
Bro, I encourage people to really look at what happened at Marseille with what's his name, Roberto De Zerbi, and see how they were signing people, and look at Spurs. And tell me there's any difference between them.
Would you all would you sell Jackson to Spurs?
Yeah.
Yes, I would. All
right. I've seen some people say
he doesn't threaten me.
I wouldn't sell him to Spurs just based off the relationship. I'm like, if you don't rate Jackson and you hate Spurs, give them somebody that doesn't improve them. Even though I think he's better than Solanke.
You know what it is, though? I think the issue of Jackson is just a cultural fit, though, Spurs. I don't think he doesn't necessarily culturally suit Spurs. I think Atletico Madrid and him, that's like, water to wine.
True. Yeah, that's actually very true.
You think so? No, I think he'd do much better. When I think of Spurs,
perfectly.
When I think of Spurs, I think of free-flowing attacking football. Like even back in the day with like fucking Sheringham and Robbie and Keane and all those guys and Berbatov. I think of attacking football. And even though Jackson does everything well except for strike the ball and hit the ball, but I think he would fit into it. I just think their wingers are so bad that he doesn't have anybody to actually bring into play over there. But you know what? That's their problem. That's not my problem. So.
True. Yeah, that's their problem for sure. But on the topic of wingers, I'll take this quick moment to transition over to the next topic, but also to remind some of you to hit that like button, because I know a few of you just came in, just entered into the chat. We're getting close to the end of the show, but we're not over yet. So be sure to smash up the like button. It does help us out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. What I will move over to is another player that is a winger that is going to be making a move, and it looks...
Is he?
Let's see. There's only one tweet, and this is the only tweet I'm going to need for this topic. Just in, Al-Hilal have reached an agreement with Pedro Neto over personal terms. Al-Hilal are in talks with Chelsea and are confident in reaching an agreement on the transfer fee, according to Sasha Tavaleri. He's not a bad, source. So, do we want Neto to leave? Is that something we want, considering how he played last game?
Yes.
Great player.
Yes.
Only let him go for 60.
Yes. Listen. Go.
Marshall, I thought he was gonna drop some detailed analysis.
I really did too.
Yeah, just go.
No, listen,
just leave. Nothing to say here.
I don't want him playing at right wing back at the expense of Palestra. At right wing back. You know what I mean?
That's true. That is very true.
I prefer listen, I've said this before. Wingers, wrong-footed on either side, you can get away with. You can't do that at wing backs. Yeah. You just simply cannot do that. They have to be naturally footed on that side. Okay, you just have to.
Isn't Palestra left-footed though?
No, he's right-footed.
But that's how good he's left-footed.
Tell me he's left-footed then.
No, he's got a good left foot.
He can play on the left.
He's both-footed, but he prefers the right.
Mainly right. He's right.
Yeah.
The problem with Neto, he never crosses on his right, or he always wants to switch back on his left.
Yeah.
And it just takes time and time. And at wing back, you just can't do it. And if he's already agreed personal terms, then just get the price. 50 to 60, out the door. See you later.
Straight cash, baby, too.
Straight
all
cash.
up front.
Yeah.
Woo! You know that Saudi money. It spends. Yeah. It spends very nicely.
It does. It registers.
You know, Neto, man. I just want him gone, man. Okay. I'll be real. I just want him gone. Okay. You know. Listen, Chris, man. Have you got an opinion on that you want to give?
Hey, Neto could be a good wing back, Ahmed, if you let him.
If you let him, oh my days!
Wow, am I blocking him? Am I the manager? Am I not giving him the coaching? What's going on?
Hold on, Chris. Come on.
Bro. You know. We wouldn't even need to be.
You can't send me off. Actually,
How
you can't
dare
send me off.
I can't send anyone off, but I can be menacing.
Oh, your yellow cards are so scary.
You know it is, Marshall. Yeah. We needed to talk about right wing back options, and stuff like that. If his boy Reece James had the usable hamstring, that wouldn't tell.
If your boy Reece James had a hamstring, right? Yeah, where's the narrative of we
am I lying,
games?
Where's the narrative? Honest to God, am I lying?
Where is the narrative?
No,
play more than 20 games.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
You're 100% right.
I'm not even hating here.
What's he right about?
Look, I love Reece James. I don't really, to be honest with you, as long as Reece James is out on the pitch, I don't really care where he plays. But the last thing I want to see him do is running up and down the right flank at pace.
Thank you.
I agree. Yeah, he can't do that no more. But this is the Ahmed narrative: is he can't play more than 20 games. He's too fat, and this, that, the other.
Yeah.
Why he brings that up from 3 seasons ago when he had a bit more muscle mass?
2 seasons ago, actually, but
he had a bit. Oh wow! See,
but when he's going for those injuries or surgery, you didn't give him that chance. Every time he had a little injury or knock or warning, he's like, "Nah, sell him."
Bro, the last time we had good attacking fullbacks on both sides, we won the fucking Champions League.
Exactly, man.
Ooh.
Swing back.
I'll be honest, man. Listen. I think for me, in terms of squad size in general, I know that Alonso said he wants 22, 23 players, and
which I agree with.
I think also let's look at the wing back options in general. I know some people want Quenda to get some minutes. They want
just name them real quick, Ahmed. So you said Quenda,
Palestra. Even Pep Javari on the other side is another wing back option. Hato potentially could play there, maybe if he even wanted to. Right, so that's already 4 guys that you've got there. Augusto, good, thank you. Malo Gusto hasn't left yet, so Gusto's technically 5 right now. And even Reece James at a push, we're gonna add him just.
Even Acheampong at a push can play right.
Yeah. 7.
So you already got like a lot.
He played in one of the preseason games.
Right? Yeah, one of the preseason.
And the thing is,
not saying we won him there, but just saying like in a shit hits
in a pinch.
And plus, we all know that Neto, unfortunately, is not technical enough either to even play in like a double 10 role. If you wanted to even add him in that position too. And the second striker has been and the second striker has been taken now by
Barco too.
Yeah, maybe Barco as well. True.
Yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting he plays for this club.
I know. I know. You know, the only time I remembered is when I saw his name trending on Twitter because he took Tosin's number.
Snatched Tosin's number.
You know what? I know a lot of people they don't like Barco before they've even seen Barco play because he came from Strasbourg, because he's Argentinian, because of what he did with Jude. But that makes me kind of root for him a little bit. Like, I feel like we need like a shithouse player. Like, we lost Cucurella. He was definitely one. We're gonna probably lose Enzo. He's definitely a shithouse player. Like, we need somebody that's like everybody else hates. And I feel like Barco could be that guy. But I don't think Barco's gonna play enough for people to really hate him. But go ahead, back to Neto.
Yeah, I think, listen, he's not technical enough to play in that double 10 role. And obviously, you've got a lot of guys in that situation. And I think, listen, we should be able to get some value for money for him. And and I think the hope is, obviously, we're giving money to Quenda and all these other guys. And these guys can hopefully, perform. That's what this comes down to. Now, I think the pricing-wise, if I'm going to Saudi, the brick is a bit more money expensive there. We got to make sure. I'm even thinking, as a little bit of banter, listen, we helping you out, everything, 80 million. How does that sound? That's what I'm thinking right now,
bro.
What are you saying, Marshall?
We know you're good. We know you're good.
There were people saying over 100. I'm like, you're delusional if you think.
No. That's fucking crazy. That's not.
Now listen, I know you're fighting the Turkish league, and the Turkish league is getting a few exciting players. I might have to take a little sneak peek at the Turkish league. I can't lie to you, but listen, Neto's a game changer. He offsets a Lukaku. He offsets a Vlahovic in terms of notoriety. That's what I'm saying, man. And
I think they'll settle for 60.
Yeah,
I think it'll be 70.
Well, anything above 60 to me, and my thing with Neto is the same thing with Nico, where it's like he'd be great to have as a depth option, but that's too much money to have sitting there as a depth option. Like, it's you
exactly.
I can't turn my nose up at 65 million for a guy where we have other options in that wingback position, and a guy that I don't want to see anywhere near those 210s behind JP.
And you're not going to get any money for Gittins or Mudryk at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's one of those.
Yeah. Sorry, Pedro. And you know what, too, Andrew? On top of it, if this is one less George Mendes client that we have at the club.
True. Yes. So, thank you.
But the other thing I feel like a few guys overlooked, besides the fact that a few of the people watching overlooked smashing that like button. That's okay. But the other thing you guys overlooked, I personally, I'm not the biggest fan of his attitude. I think he does have a stinky attitude, and it showed last game as well. Where whatchamacallit, who was it? Was it oh my god, bro? Was it Cole Palmer? He went for a chance, and Neto just stomped his feet, like just pissed off.
I'm telling you, they hate each other. I'm telling you,
they don't.
100%.
I tell you what, Palmer never passes to him like that. He never ever passes him when he's on the right. Never passes to him whatsoever. I've seen him pass to nearly everyone, apart from Neto. For some reason, he hates him, or they hate each other.
I mean, he's got a reason. He's probably got a good reason that Neto is just not very good.
You see it on the pitch when they play to each other, and Neto's like does the overlapping run, or does the run. Palmer will hold on to that ball and look. He will look everywhere.
He's just so like you mentioned it before. Like he's so predictable. Like he's got the skills and he's got the pace to beat you outside and inside, but he's always got to cut back into that left foot. So it doesn't matter if he beats you, he's gonna slow it back down, put it back on his left foot. And if you're an attacker, that's the worst. If you're someone that's making that run in the box, it basically means you either have to be super patient and delay your run, or you've got to make 2 runs, and strikers hate making 2 runs in the box. Take it from me, I bagged some goals in the last league I'm in.
Listen, look at you, man. Well done, man. Well done.
He could join the same league. He could join the same league where Jab Felix is his player of the year now.
Yo, put some add-ons into that thing too. Like if you top scorer, top assister, you win the league.
Hey, Al-Hilal of the teams is probably one of the best ones to join.
Is Al-Hilal Ronaldo's old team?
No. That's the blue team. That's the light blue team.
It truly shows.
That's the Ronaldo one. Yeah, that's the Ronaldo one.
It truly shows the level of that league that he's the best player.
Yeah. Come on, you Hilals.
It's so nice that João Felix is over there because you just don't have to hear his name anymore.
Jeez, mate.
That
was a Chris moment right there, man. That was a Chris moment, Marshall. I'm disappointed in you.
That's a Chris moment.
Okay, but
no, it would be the best team because Al-Hilal is competitive. Like they go to the Club World Cup, they were competitive. There was something else they did.
They're very competitive in the Asian UCL too.
Also, in the World Cup, most of the players that played at Al-Hilal, they were actually one of the better players that were in the teams.
They have like Koulibaly, they have Malcolm, they have like a bunch of like really good and talented.
I think it wouldn't surprise me at some point if the Saudi league ends up in UEFA Champions League. Like they spend the money, bribe the right people to get in there.
Al-Hilal competes. They beat City in the. They actually eliminated City in Club World Cup.
Yeah,
Pedro, sorry to bring that up. That guy.
Hold that,
like
someone put in the chat. It's up to the manager. If he decides, I think it's been widely reported that Xabi Alonso doesn't want anyone who wants to leave.
Yeah.
If Neto wants to leave and he's agreed prices, then he's going to go with his blessing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
if I was Xabi, Andrew, I would say to the board, if he leaves, what can I spend that money on? Like, let me know what are we going to do with that money? Can we improve the first team? If so,
you mean
if I'm Chelsea,
just in general,
I'm sneaking a CB. If I'm Chelsea, I'm sneaking another CB, and that's my personal.
But I think the money's there for. I think the money's there for Wharton signing, even if Enzo doesn't go.
Yeah,
I agree.
Possibly, but added on top, if you're bringing in somewhere in the nearly £200 million extra in, then
that's what I want to see. I want to see us be flush with cash to see how we move in the rest of the transfer.
I don't know why. I think we should just, a goalkeeping position.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to ask something.
Perfect scenario just popped up this evening.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. Cheeky one season.
Just for 2 years. 2 years max.
I agree.
Of Emmy?
Yeah. 2 years.
2 years, Emmy Martinez.
2 years max.
Actually,
you know what though?
Like €7 million.
I feel like
you know what, man. Even
like Emmy's a option.
I think a loan option to buy.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, listen, even a loan. Villa look desperate to move him off now. So I'm like, listen, head on the cheeky. We'll do a loan with an option to buy. Let's do that. Even you can even spend the money. Let's spend like an initial loan fee to have him in the team.
But do you think? But see, I think Emmy wants his future sorted though. I don't think he wants to punt it one more year.
No. I know. I hear you, but the thing is, I don't think he has a choice now because Villa has got what's it called Zion now, who does that?
No, they haven't finalized that deal.
Because Ornstein, when he reported the thing about he's like Zion is their number 1 goalkeeper now.
Yeah.
Because they're exchanging documents to finalize the transfer apparently.
And also Juventus are going to sign Vicario.
So yeah, that's what they're pivoting to right now. Yes.
So this is why I don't think. This is why I think Emmy will ultimately stay at Villa though, because I don't think. Because there's no way that Juventus signed Vicario and Suzuki.
Right? No, Suzuki signed for Villa.
But I think Villa will only sign Suzuki if Emmy leaves though. I don't think they're
they're signing Suzuki no matter what.
Yeah, that's their number 1.
Really?
See, agreements in place, personal terms agreements in place. I think with Parma. It's Parma. I think he plays for. But I think that deal's going to go through. And like I said, Ornstein said, while the deal for Juventus is off for Martin Suzuki's Villa's number 1 goalkeeper.
What's the ceiling for Chelsea with Emmy in goal instead of, this isn't me, like I'm just asking the question, of Emmy in goal instead of Sanchez?
Top 4 by quite a distance, not looking over our shoulder, and looking upwards as high as possible. At the moment, that's what I think. I think the confidence he'll bring, you know. I know he's prone to a mistake here or there.
Yeah. To be honest with you, every modern keeper is.
Yeah,
like, they all have. If you ask them to play 60 passes a game, 55 of them are going to be good. 3 of them are going to go right to the other team, and 2 of them are going to go in.
I think the confidence.
Stand.
I think the confidence, though, confidence levels from other players will be higher than what it is with Sanchez.
He is a bastard too. Have a bastard in goal.
Yeah, he's a shithouser. He's a shithouse goalkeeper. You know what I mean? And he's a very good goalkeeper. It's only 32. It's only 32.
I know, which is like prime for like a little bit
goalkeeper.
after.
That's prime. And signing for 2 years, maybe addition of a third. But in that third, you know, you can give Penders like 2 years to properly learn.
Give him that like the check Courtois.
Who's he going to learn from if Sanchez? Who's he going to? I don't want him learning from Sanchez.
You know what he's going to say, Andrew?
Learn not to do.
Javi's going to be like, look at what that guy does and just do the opposite of everything.
Second guess. Second guess that guy's decisions.
I have a question for you guys. Yeah.
I'm
hearing. Listen, if you can get 60, 75 million, so if you get like 70 million, I should say, for Pedro Neto, yeah, and you can listen. Lampard wants Acheampong. And if you say, you know what, Lamps, we'll help you out, brother. You know, teach the guy how to play some football for us. You know, whilst he's in the trenches. You know, of thingy. You know, Ezra Konsa for 60 million because that's how probably his price.
No.
I'm not a big fan of Konsa.
No.
Fair enough. Wow.
Yeah. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't even know why Arsenal want Konsa.
I'd rather keep. What's the point in sending Josh out and bring Konsa in? Just keep Josh.
No, Konsa, not Konsa. Ezra Konsa, not Kwanzaa. Ezra Konsa from Aston Villa. Konsa from Aston Villa. No, I'm not Konsa.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. He's apparently on the market for 60.
See, I'm the opposite, Andrew. I'd rather have Kwanzaa than Konsa.
Oh,
really? Kwanzaa's not a bad shout, actually.
Yeah, because I just think I like Kwanzaa's athletic. Konza's got that bozo gene in him. Kwanzaa might have it.
Kwanzaa did not impress me at all in the World Cup.
At the World Cup, at the World Cup, but he was also playing like right back at the World Cup.
I think
Kwanzaa did. Konsa not so much.
You know what? Let's just call him Ezri.
First name basis.
Ezri and Jarrell.
Yeah, there we go.
I think the pursuit of Stones was twofold, right? It was free transfer, and it was very experienced given his age. I think that's the type of defender they want to bring in, like that, a bit more age, because Konsa's like 28, and something like that. And I think they want to obviously have a partnership between Lacroix and Colwell, no matter what formation it is, and stuff like that. I think they're looking for like a very experienced defender, to come in. That's why Stones was on. That's why they were linked to Stones for so many weeks.
Stones would have been good too I
just don't think they've got the I don't think they've got the appetite to spend 60 million on a centre back.
On another centre back? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean, like another centre back when they've got Hato and Acheampong there who they've got big hopes for. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like they want they probably want a middling experienced centre back just that can.
Since we're actually on the topic of center backs, this actually does transition me a little bit into the next segment, which I do actually have an update to right now. I just got it from Twitter. So let's go ahead and discuss business with Palace, right? Which I had here and now it's not here. So it is what it is. We'll just go on and do it anyways. Max just tweeted this about 40 minutes ago. Outgoing talks expected to ramp up this week. Delap interest from Forest and other club. Disasi still in talks with Palace and has opened up the idea a bit more recently, but not the only team. Tosin and Jackson could leave depending on the right price. Enzo's situation is obviously the biggest one to watch this week. City will attempt to enter formal talks. Normal succession plan has taken place for the possibility of Enzo departing. So there is a plan. I don't know what it could be. Maybe like we discussed earlier, Surfer. Maybe a pre-negotiated deal. Hey, if Enzo leaves with Palace,
it's Wharton or Scott.
I hope so. We'll see, and not for overinflated prices. We'll see. Time will tell.
Well,
we'll see. We'll see. So on that topic too, because what you could call it, Ahmed brought up Acheampong. Crystal Palace are pushing to sign Josh Acheampong on a loan from Chelsea. This was earlier in the month. Palace reportedly view Acheampong as their preferred defensive target, although Axel Disasi remains an alternative. Disasi is also understood to be open to joining Palace and would prefer to remain in London. Alex Crook reported that he's been told to keep an eye on Josh Acheampong to Coventry towards the latter end of the window. Lampard wants him. There is a possibility Chelsea are willing to do that deal, and I think that'd be a perfect loan for him. Lampard wants Josh Acheampong at Coventry before the transfer window closes. Chelsea are reluctant to sell the youngster, but could consider a short-term move to give him more playing time. We move on. Crystal Palace are set to submit an offer to Chelsea for Disasi, priority to replace Lacroix, according to Reece Hawkins, August 3rd. Fast forwarding to August 5th. Crystal Palace have submitted a loan offer, including an obligation to buy for Axel Disasi. Negotiations between Crystal Palace and Chelsea are still ongoing. And Santi JFM reporting on the 12th, Chelsea are demanding €5 million for a dry loan of Axel Disasi, a sum deemed excessive for Crystal Palace. And then continuing on for Reece Hawkins reporting, negotiations are ongoing between Crystal Palace and Chelsea over Axel Disasi.
What kid is that? Is that West Ham's kid?
yeah.
I believe so, yes. West Ham's kid.
Because the picture before was the under. Remember when he got under 21s?
Yeah, under 21s, man.
Yeah.
When we violated my boy, man. Listen, you know,
himself, bro.
You know, don't disrespect him, please, like that, Marshall. Okay,
Who was that?
Jazuli was there to witness it in person, bro.
Who
was that?
Jazuli.
Who the hell is that?
Oh, come on.
Number
I can't be
32,
the only
young
one
kid.
that knows Jazuli. Come on, bro. Hold on.
Okay.
Keep talking. I'll pull up a picture.
Okay, while this is happening, I think
That wasn't Jazuli.
Disasi, listen, Disasi going to Crystal Palace is a good move for him. He'll play in the back three because that's the way the manager they brought in plays anyway. He'll fit that team too.
Yeah,
and
that's
this is Europa League.
That's Jazuli.
Oh, is that what his name was? Sorry, I knew how he looked like, but I didn't know he was
Yeah.
I just know him as
Jazuli.
Mahdi. I know him as a Mahdi. I don't know about.
Well, he's another double barrel surname again.
Okay. Sorry, yeah, I didn't know. Sorry, but
Nicole
yeah. I think Disasi's deal. The reason why it's been taking so long was he initially, I think, wanted to go out to Europe. I think that's what happened. Because remember, for a while now, apparently there's been European clubs interested in him. That hasn't really obviously entered into the scene, and so now he's probably gonna go to Crystal Palace. I think the thing about Chelsea is that they love to get high loan fees. We actually do a really great job, by the way, of somehow producing
that's how
those
you make money, man.
Yeah,
and money.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you look at other clubs, bro, these guys be doing straight loans.
Yeah,
just get him out of it, bro. They don't be thinking about, can we make some change on the side,
bro? That's why. That's why if we sell Nico for 60 million, it's really 75 million because Bayern gave us 17 million last year.
Yes, yeah, I remember. Yeah,
yep.
Which is why, listen, I think the Disasi to West Ham's a good move for him. He's gonna play in Europe, unlike Chelsea. Shout out to him.
To West Ham, you mean Palace?
No, Palace. I should say Palace. Yeah, Palace is gonna be in Europa League, by the way. So big up to them.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, listen, people are kind of surprised that Disasi has some motion going, but
Disasi has motion because he's a good box defender, as I said before.
Exactly. He's actually a good box defender. When you start asking him to play wide, when you start asking him to, make sure to keep the onside line and catch up with defenders or catch up with offensive wingers and stuff, he's cooked. But you ask him to defend the box, he will do that.
Yeah. If you ask him to do any kind of defending post 2020, he's terrible. But the 1990s, 1980s, he would have been one of the best defenders of all time.
He would have been
hitting the ball out,
bro.
Yeah.
You know, I know the next guy you were talking about alongside Disasi was Jackson. Why do you think it's so hard for clubs to just pay 60 million for Jackson, bro? I feel he's becoming like Chalobah. These clubs, when they hear the 6-0, they're like, we good, man. We good. I don't know why that is.
Do you think because we know clubs monitor social media? Do you think that some of the answer to some of Ahmed's question about why a club hasn't just dropped 60 on Nico, Do you think some of that is because they know the fan base will freak out?
But I feel like personally it's a short-term thing, though, KG. I do feel like if you ask a lot of like some of these guys that I know, they're like, oh, from a data standpoint, Jackson's amazing. He's wicked. If you look at the numbers, right? So
people
like
talk highly of Jackson outside of the Chelsea fan base.
Bro, yeah, they love him. So for me, I just think my thing is, if he's this loved this much, yeah, why are we not getting 6-0 for him? Even like I don't even think we even hear like the number 5-0 for him sometimes. When you hear clubs like talk about him as well, like
they think we're going to cave at the end of the window, but they don't realise that he's got a long contract.
He's got like 8-9 years, right? I think
we'll just send him on loan again. You know what I mean?
It's kind of wild, Chris. Hold on, I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah, because we extended him after that first year. We bumped his pay up, and then we put like 2 years onto it. Yeah. That's why, like, when everybody was trying to make fun of us for putting these
contract ends at 2033, I was like, by the way, boys.
No, you all should be doing that because it protects their value. And if anybody wants to come, plus, because the guys that we were putting on those long contracts, we weren't putting them on big wages. So we could always find suitors for them, but we'd also find suitors for them at a price that we wanted. We were comfortable in letting them go.
Yeah, the rivals were maybe laughing, but they was crying afterwards about like how.
The second that he goes, Chris, for 60 million, the rivals would be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe Chelsea has all the dirty laundry on all these clubs and everything like that." But like, no, you know what? We know how to protect players' values, and we tie them down on decent wages. Like, yeah, we underpay players, the top players, but the mediocre players, the average players. Bro, they're very attainable.
I don't know how Chelsea do it. I don't understand the logic and how it works in the window, but like you said it best, KG. They protect the value somehow. Don't be surprised when it's Sanchez's time to go and the bell tolls for Sanchez, bro. You're gonna make profit on Sanchez, and it's gonna be glorious. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I'll tell you why. Because I look at James Trafford going to Leeds for 45 million. He played like 9 games last year for City. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But on the real though, any Crystal Palace fans out there, any West Ham fans out there, any Bournemouth fans out there, come and get your boy, man. Like, we're just tired of seeing his name on the Chelsea Wikipedia page. Like, we just want
him. Reminds me, I never let me look at Chelsea's.
Just real quick. Like, he just needs a home. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't complain. We put him in the bomb squad. He didn't complain.
Who doesn't?
Homer's let the highs, man. You know the same. Homer's let the highs, man. Homer's let the highs, man.
He's very professional.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Tosin's still number 4 in the website, by the way.
Is he?
I'm looking at it right now. Mamadou Sarr.
Listen, man. Benfica, start calling, man. Start making the deal happen, bro. Like Marseille, you know, listen, he deserves to go to Marseille for some of his criminal actions on the pitch. You know, that's it, man. So like,
how much?
Make the call.
How much?
They're actually in big trouble, Marseille. I don't know if you know that, but they're in actually quite big trouble financially. So listen, we'll do you a sweetheart deal, man. 4 or 5 million. Don't worry, bro.
Yeah, bro. Yo, I'm fine with that if that's 4 or 5 million euros.
We're gonna ask for like 15, aren't we?
I know. I'm fine with if that's 4 or 5 million Jamaican dollars, and that's like $100 US.
That's what I'm saying, man. Let's go. Listen, if you need Somali shillings, we'll make it happen, man. Even.
Yeah. How much is 4 or 5 million Somali shillings to pounds?
Wow. Listen, you're a millionaire. That's all I know.
It's like really? minus 60.
You owe money.
It's like minus 60. Exactly. Minus 60p.
It's actually worth more than the Argentinian peso.
A broken
nah, cold feet. Cold feet, I'll tell you where Sanchez is going to go after Chelsea. I guarantee you. This is a KG exclusive ITK. My one and only ITK drop. Sanchez is going to Turkey. He's going to double deal. He's getting paid.
He's coming back with a nice, Salah in that team,
and a nice hairline. He's going to get paid
that because he's bold
and get a nice new hair.
New hair. Does Salah get new hair?
He's got unlimited hair until
Salah got a new hairline, mate. He didn't even get new hair. He got a new hairline, bro.
That was part of his contract when he joined that team in Turkey, bro.
Yeah, bro.
They signed a contract for the hairline. Also, a club with that.
Oh my god, bro. That's hilarious. All right, the final center back I want to bring up into this discussion before we end the show. because he's part of the title. It's your first favorite player. But by the way, before we continue, before we end the show, just another reminder to hit those likes. We did get the 75 mark, which I appreciate you for doing. If we get to 100, that'd be phenomenal. It's been a very long time since this channel hit 100 likes on a single stream, so that'd be amazing. But anyways, let's talk on Mr. Benoit Badiashile. Here we go. It's been official since the last time we spoke. It was close, and then it happened like the next day. We officially got the here we go for Benoit Badiashile.
I didn't know this happened. Oh yeah.
You didn't know this happened?
No, I think it did actually. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Well,
tired, so Nicolas Shera, I think we read this last time. Actually, no, we didn't. Exclusive. Expected today a new talks between Napoli and Chelsea to close the deal for Benoit Badiashile, who agreed personal terms. CFC asked for 30 million for the option and the option to buy. While Napoli offered 20, they could reach an agreement in the region of 25 to 27 million in addition to a loan, 3 million. Okay, there we go. Chelsea value Benoit Badiashile at 30 million pounds, while Napoli value him at just 17 million and are ready to pay 2.5 million pound loan fee. Napoli are working to finalize the loan. Yeah, they add up. They add up. We have
that is such a good loan fee, man. And you know what, man? He looks cold on the pitch. You know he
actually does.
He looks good in the kit. A player suits a kit, yeah. Some players, man, you look at him.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
It suits him.
He does.
It suits him. I can't lie.
Knowing how injury prone he is, that might be the only time we ever see him in the kit, in the Napoli kit.
Napoli agreed deal to sign Benoit Badiashile from Chelsea. Here we go. Club to club verbal agreement done. 3 million euro loan fee, 1 million in add-ons, and 27 million euro buy option clause. Salary also covered. New center back is coming for Massimiliano Allegri.
So he's not getting sold.
No, it's a loan. Yeah, it's a loan.
It's an option.
Just a regular loan with an option.
Hey, big up Ahmed's boy though. Big up Ahmed's boy Allegri. Hey, Allegri.
This is the one time I'll
Yeah, but you know he's coming back, right? No way they're paying 27 million.
If he balls out, if he does really well.
No, Chris, you know what?
You just said it yourself.
I know.
This time he's only wearing a shirt. Right here.
I know, but you know what though? Napoli did make. They made what's his name permanent? Hoyland. They made.
McTominay?
Was McTominay a loan or was he just a straight buy?
No, Tominay's a buy.
Straight buy.
All right.
But they made Hoyland permanent, you know. So listen, they can make Badiashile permanent if he plays well.
Yeah, that's a
then if he stays fit, he will play well.
Please, but listen, we will be I'm watching Serie A. I'm back to my usual watch alongs. We will be hating AC Milan every single week because of that forward.
Are you an AC Milan fan?
You know what I mean? I'm a Chelsea fan. Please respect me. Thank you.
Oh my god.
And,
hey, big up AC Milan for putting Man United in a
that was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah,
that was fantastic. Especially after we destroyed them too. Oh man,
this is the best image that I got out of that. Like
that is insane.
Wait, is this a real post or something?
That's a real post.
This is real.
But who
he actually said that to a Man United fan.
He did that?
Miss me?
Yes. After the game.
Now.
You know what? I rate that. I rate. Not only do I rate that, but I also rate that he was drinking Coke out of the bottle.
Yeah.
Real OG.
True.
Coke out of the bottle.
Yeah.
He's enjoying life, man.
Yeah.
Ronaldo wouldn't be happy, but hey, it is what it is. But yeah, no, he did that for real, and they got ripped apart yesterday.
Oh, that was fantastic.
It was lovely to watch. All the preemptive. Oh, we're gonna finish second. Oh, we're the best midfield. Yeah, I already caught up to American Waffle. Ahmed, so I know what happened last week. It's hilarious. But oh yeah, let me get this down. But yeah, Badiashile, it's done. It's he's an option to buy. He's a loan. We don't got to worry about him now. And I found out I was talking with Prime at the end of the last show. I just realized we still have plenty of international loan spots. We have all these loans going out, but I forgot about the rule that if you're under 21, it doesn't count towards the international loan spot.
Yep.
So who do we have right now that's out on loan, like period? So Sapayev's at Burnley. Yeah. That's fine because it's within the UK.
Domestic,
Kavara McQueen played both today for Portsmouth. Yeah, so that's a little loan there.
Acheampong go on loan, but
Garnacho's at
Garnacho Villa
are actually on loan, Chris. Not that might go on loan.
Strasbourg.
Jorgensen's on exile to Strasbourg. That's one international loan.
So that's one, yeah.
Badiashile, that's two.
Badiashile 2. Just Derry's at Sporting. Thanks, Wavy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't count because he's under 21.
Oh, because he's under 21.
Loophole.
Who else?
We sent hella under 21s on loan, but they're under 21, so it doesn't count towards our international loans.
Chris. We're talking about people on loan.
Maybe Anselmino on loan somewhere.
He might go to loan. Yeah.
On loan, yeah.
And even if he does go on loan, hold on, how old is he? Anselmino.
He's under 21.
He's 21. He'll count. He would count.
How old is he?
Mamadou Sarr wouldn't count though. If Mamadou Sarr gets another loan, which it looks like he's going to get another loan over Anselmino, he's 20.
Yeah.
So he could go on loan to like a Serie A club or whatever. We can negotiate all this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, they're looking good for us actually. Like we just got to get the business done. But we could potentially clear out a good chunk of this team, barring maybe one or two players left over. That are just going to bloat the squad, but like I think we can do it.
The dream was for City to cough up over 200 million for Enzo, Neto, and Gusto in one go.
In an ideal
that would be so like Andrew. Imagine if we could just put him into like a nice little zip file and just send him over to Man City. Just compress zip, send it over. Oh my goodness.
Good Lord.
They open it up, they extract it. It's Enzo, Gusto, and Neto, not just Enzo.
Vader, you don't even need to scan it for viruses or malware. Trust us, bro.
Man. Trust us, I agree.
Oh my days. But yeah, I didn't kick him. I didn't kick him server, but we're almost done anyway. So yeah. But yeah, Badiashile is finally done. Listen, and I hope it works out for him. I really do think if he does stay fit, the Serie A is going to be perfectly good fit for him. I think it's not going to be as harsh on his body to keep up with all the injuries and stuff. I know we mentioned Ahmed, it is physical and all that, but like the brute physicality of like the Premier League versus Serie A, I think it's more manageable in Serie A.
It's the same, bro. These guys always fight all the time, bro. It's the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
It's not different.
No, we'll see. But I think with the way his style of play and how he likes to pass out the back and stuff, I think it's it'll fit the Serie A. And with the way Allegri wants to play too.
Till this time next year, Allegri will be gone anyway. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping even if he does come back, he'll have played enough to actually get suitors to buy him. So,
hey, Kofi's comment's killing me. It was about my zip file comment. He said, "Put a Delap virus in."
Oh man, it'll be good. So I'm happy it's finally done. Now Disasi, let's see what happens with Acheampong. Delap is still one that we need to figure out what the hell's gonna happen with him. Jackson's another one we still gotta figure out what's gonna happen with him. Malo Gusto's in the air. Neto depending.
I actually do think Malo Gusto's in the air. Low-key. I feel like if nothing's happened now, nothing's gonna happen for him in the next 2 weeks. I'll be honest with you at this point.
You don't got shooters, is what you're saying?
He basically doesn't got shooters, bro. I'll be honest with you. Him in particular, because like if stuff was happening to him, it would have happened really after the World Cup, bro. Like
even after his brilliant pass yesterday, nothing.
Bro, there's legit been no peep, bro. And the thing is, Chelsea also haven't been trying to push the boat of like even trying to get him to move on either.
I mean, the price was very steep.
Yeah, but why would they do it?
No, I'm not saying they should, but I'm saying if Chelsea wanted to move him on, they would always do the thing of like pushing.
I think the problem is, I think players like that have value, Chelsea aren't going to publicly look to be moving them because they don't want to bring the price down. That's why with Neto, that's why you got the Neto thing that came out. Neto's been linked to a move away from Chelsea all summer, but you still hear our guys going, "Oh, Chelsea really want him as part of the squad, for next season."
So time will tell. We'll see. I mean, if he stays, just don't cost us games. That's all I ask. He could be serviceable as a wing back. If I could get Malo Gusto from Poch season back,
I hope he plays when he comes to the UK.
When I come to UK, you hope he plays?
Yeah, and then he does something.
Listen, brother, nothing is going to be having to watch Garnacho. I'll watch Gusto 10 times over if it means I don't have to watch Garnacho play.
I watched 10 games at the bridge last year, bro.
I was on my knees during that Paphos game when I saw Garnacho miss wide.
I was genuinely. I watched 10 games last season at the bridge, and it was always worse to watch Neto and Garnacho as the wingers, bro.
Oh my god!
You know, watching Maresca sleep.
I'm sorry.
Watching Maresca sleeping ball, and then Garnacho and him was, you know,
Oh,
I actually
you had to watch Tosin too.
Yeah,
you went to that.
You know, listen, on a personal note, man, last year was genuinely hell. Like, I don't think I've ever felt like even Conte's like second season did not match after this.
Yeah, it was bad. That was bad. Fuck Maresca for that reason. It was really bad. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Ladies and gents, we're going to call it right here. But tune in on Wednesday because I will be doing predictions on Wednesday. I already handed the boys a little template, so just send that back to me whenever you guys get a chance, and I'll make a nice little like PNG to look over everyone's predictions. That way it goes faster than it usually does.
Oh,
no
yes.
need for it to be a 3-hour stream. I don't understand why it always goes 3 hours, but don't look at me like that. Listen, it's never my fault.
You know why it goes 3 hours?
It's never my fault.
What do you mean? You have news from 2 weeks ago and then you read the whole fucking tweet.
I skipped shit this time.
I don't know why we were talking about FIFA on a Chelsea show. I just don't. Who cares? They're corrupt. They're corrupt bastards. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The news, they're corrupt. End of story.
That's the news. Oh, the head of FIFA's in trouble. Yeah, he's corrupt. That's what it is.
But I'll try to make it go faster this time, I promise. That's why I'm just doing the template versus going through every single person one at a time. It just goes faster. And I'll make sure to have the reactions ready as well. But yeah, that's going to be Wednesday, people. Whoever joins the panel, but I'll at least have their predictions. And then Saturday, Sunday, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to do here. Probably maybe react to some Premier League games. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, before I forget, new link for the fantasy. If you want to join the Casually FC Fantasy Football and Fantasy Premier League, it's down below in the description. The code is there. The direct link to join is there if you haven't joined already. If you were there last season, you're already, grandfathered in, so you don't have to worry about rejoining. But if you do play Fantasy Premier League, it is down below as well, so Coco's not wrong. There, it's down below. Be sure to join the Fantasy Premier League and have some fun. Challenge. See if you can beat me.
What did you think about news this week?
Show wrapped up. Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the raid message. We're gonna raid out to Sarcasm City. He's playing pro clubs right now. I think it's the new pro clubs.
No, it's the FC 26. So
it's not new pro clubs yet. So
yeah, new ones are out till September.
Okay, fair enough. Whether you're on mobile or whatever, go ahead and join him in on that and show him some love and support. Copy and paste that raid message so he knows where you guys are coming from. And lastly, memberships. Oh, I always forget. Like and subscribe as well. Helps us out. If you're watching this in the future, be sure to hype up the video because it does help out the channel as well if you got them hype points. And also, last but not least, memberships. We have memberships here on Casually FC. There's 4 different tiers. The first tier is only 99p, $1, essentially. So if you want to help out and get some emojis out of it, some other perks as well, it's always there for you to consider it, and it helps out the channel tremendously. And also, if you are a proper casual, so the second tier and higher, you get shout outs at the end of every show, and that's going to go out to A. Soliman, Adrian, and EE. Big up to you guys, as always, for supporting the channel and showing your love that way. And everyone else, big up to you as well for showing support, and thank you for the likes today. We got to near 100, which is always amazing on the channel. So, big up to every single one of you. Copy, paste, your rated message. Until next time, stay casual. And
good night, guys. Pajita and sleep.
Jerk off.
Oh, but he didn't sleep. Yeah, and sleep.